It's DJ Jesus Beats on the radio. Oh, you're listening to the DJ Jesus Beats Show. It's DJ Jesus Beats on your radio. Oh, 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 oh. Turn it up. Oh, 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 on your radio. Turn it up. Oh, 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 oh. Turn it up. Oh, 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 on your radio. Hey, now, you know what it is. It's choice music. We shut it down and keep moving. Them Jesus Beats to keep booming. From Chucktown down to Buford. We touch it down, there's no losing. I love you the beat cause I feel it. This that Christ life, you can't kill it. Boy, I turn it out and go stupid. Ask my boy Kajo, I lose it. Don't be foolish. Leave that down alone and don't move it. We inside the zone and we groove it. R&P to rock it, we do it. Holy hip hop, yeah, we do it. If that beat knock, when that beat drop, you better keep it locked at your music. You're listening to the DJ Jesus Beats Show. It's DJ Jesus Beats on the radio. Oh, you're listening to the DJ Jesus Beats Show. It's DJ Jesus Beats on your radio. Oh, 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 oh. Turn it up. Oh, 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 on your radio. Turn it up. Oh, 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 oh. Turn it up. Oh, 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 on your radio. Turn it up.
What's good? What's good, y'all? This is yours truly, DJ JesusBeats, with you on this wonderful, wonderful evening here inside the hottest radio show right now. And listen, I tell you what, man, you know, when technology like to fail, it fails. And tonight was one of those nights where I got the blue screen of death twice. All kinds of crazy stuff. But guess what? You know what? That doesn't stop the show from One Monkey doesn't stop the show. So listen, we got a lot of great music for you on this radio show. Make sure you download the TuneIn app and take us with you on the go. Download the TuneIn app and add Hot 316 Radio and WKWQ as your favorite stations on the go. And listen, on this show, we're going to be just discussing a lot of great music. And I'm going to talk to you. I'm going to play a clip from what Sho Baraka, a Christian rapper by the name of Sho Baraka, what he said are 10 things that needs to improve in Christian hip-hop. We'll make it much better. All right, so we're going to play that clip a little bit later on the show. All right, so without further ado, let's go ahead and just get into some music here on the hottest radio show on the planet. We're going to start it off with Voices of Fire featuring Pharrell Williams. The song is titled Joy Unspeakable inside the DJ JesusBeats Show. We're walking right, produces a divine move.
You're listening to the DJ Jesus Beats Show. It's DJ Jesus Beats on the radio. Oh, you're listening to the DJ Jesus Beats Show. It's DJ Jesus Beats on your radio. Oh.
He's one of the #1 blend masters in the Carolinas. It's DJ JesusBeats.
Yeah. Yeah.
Procedure of
how Mama to myself, must think I'm crazy, but I'm humbling myself and I'm giving praise. Fumbling, got myself, they don't know what I'm saying. If you crumble and need help, I know who can raise you. Unspeakable, unspeakable, the meaning's unreachable. I'll go where he leads me to. More synonyms, I'm gon' need a few. Can't get up, had a hard time, ain't been satisfied when I testify. Wanna make sure I'm sharp when I make the phone come through. When the blessings come through, I'm with them, and even more clear. You do it, they must understand the point of view.
Said I couldn't change that. That's another life. But I screwed up paychecks. I stayed on my grind. I was way out in front of none. Was I supposed to say that? Ain't trying to undermine.
Mumbling to myself, must think I'm crazy, but I'm humbling myself and I'm giving praise. Fumbling, got myself, they don't know what I'm saying.
I never land. Okay, pop up in your city, tell your friends. Girl, you ain't my wife, you gon' pay to get in. I just got adopted, now my brother son of man. God did a lot, I'm just doing what I want. Hey, Pop said he proud of me. What else? Forever young, I'm a prodigy. Hey, Don John, yeah, I gotta be. Clean hands off of snakes like the Odyssey. Y'all just lying, I'm Daniel. I said, ride all that bull, please don't try. I'm a handful, who's that? Try, don't get trampled. Hey kid, look what Yahweh did. Talk to me like I'm rich, like I'm rich. I ain't gotta ice my wrist. Living water, that's my drip. Homie, please don't slip. Told devil we ain't friends. Stop trying to talk to the kid. Talk to the kid. Switch up, that don't make sense. But maybe that's cause I'm rich. Baby, I'm.
Hey, God sent me this pack. Can I get hotter if we made the track with Sodom in the back? If it didn't come from the tribal, then it's probably gonna be whack. I know he proud of me. I mean, I'm in the bottom of my bag. I need apologies from principalities and powers haunt me. Say sorry. Obey and praise the Prince of Peace, my only policy. It's true. Better read the pedigree. You gon' acknowledge me. I'm all of the above. A priest, a poem, and it's pottery. Honestly, I've been struggling to rest. See the worst instead of best. Lead a peace and chase the stress, but he gon' be my safety net. I can't stay in Saint's nest. Yahweh gave me laces, then he graced me with a racing debt. I was waiting patiently for feelings in my faith to connect. Praying in my closet till my aces were wet. Yahweh made the payment and there ain't nothing left. When you chasing after freedom, you ain't chasing a check.
Hey kid, look what Yahweh did. Talk to me like I'm rich, like I'm rich. I ain't gotta ice my wrist. Living water, that's my drip. Homie, please don't slip. Told devil we ain't friends. Stop trying to talk to the kid. Talk to the kid. Switch up, that don't make sense. But maybe that's cause I'm rich. Maybe I'm.
That's literally what rich means. They just laid it out for y'all. I got a 5-bedroom house in heaven covered in gold. Yahweh lives down the block from me, and Peter's my neighbor.
It's been a while since I've been. It's been a while since I've been.
He's my neighbor.
I know. It's been a while since I've been focused on you. I'm focused on you. But now I'm drifting apart in a wave so deep. But now I'm drifting apart and it's all on me. Mentally I don't think I can take it. I've been through battles I couldn't face it. But things keep coming back on up. Guess I gotta find a different way out. Can't stick to the old ways. Prayer, worship, give you all of me. Prayer, worship, give you all of me. Yeah. Putting my pride aside to find my way. Jealousy took a hold on me. I know the devil gonna hate on me, but I ain't worried cause I got you. God, I know you got a plan that's better fitting me, oh yeah. Stop worrying is what you want from me, but I do the opposite. Guess things will get better cause I trust in you. Guess I'm better off when I get right with you. This inside of me that I feel like I'm broken and the pieces are gone. I know it's been a while since I've been. It's been a while since I've been. I know it's been a while since I've been focused on you. I'm focused on you. But now I'm drifting apart in a wave so deep. But now I'm drifting apart and it's all on me. Mentally I don't think I can take it. I've been through battles I couldn't face it. Things keep coming back on up. Guess I gotta find a different way. Can't stick to the old ways. Prayer, worship.
If you never heard a DJ blend like this, well, keep it locked to DJ Jesus Beats. Yeah.
Give you all of me.
DJ Jesus Beats, play another track.
hoped that trouble wouldn't last always, but I've been neck deep in it since that first hallway. The hard way to learn seemed to come too easy for me, till Yahweh would intervene and give me vision to see that every painful memory wasn't a reason to doubt, but to believe upon his son beyond a reasonable doubt. I tried everything I could the whole time leaving him out. He sent person after person mercifully reaching out. Sex, drugs, and crime landed me on probation. That was by age 14. I mastered manipulation, failed to obey stipulations because of self-hatred. Swore I was about mine, really I was faking. Next to suicide tech and being beaten by cops while in a cell shackled and chained. The list goes on. Looking back, I see the rough where this diamond was found, and know the Lord's hand alone is what brought me out.
You know, all of this time you knew. You know, everything I've been through. You know, all of this time you knew. You know, everything I've been through. You know.
Fast forward, now I'm saved, serving Christ. What I asked for and much more came with a price paid in advance. So I've taken a stance, no more breaking commands, giving Satan a chance to break in or break down what I was building. Then he tried to take me out by what I saw in the building. Grace to the sinner preach, but law to the saints. Not by words and speech, but without him you can't truly be saved. Told to examine myself, while most people around evaluate everyone else. Lacking love for each other, burdens placed on our brothers. Hypocrisy weighed on my heart till I couldn't take another brick on my back. So for my family's sake, I had to step back and then step out by faith. Found grace deep and wide with peace for my soul. Found Jesus still with me and my God still in control.
You know, all of this time you knew. You know, everything I've been through. You know, all of this time you knew. You know, everything I've been through. You know.
Looking back now, Lord, I see it was you orchestrating everything that you were taking me through. The conductor pulling strings and making me new. Life's instructor teaching me to be more like you. Using all things for your glory and my good. My life an offering tells the story how you took mistreatment and beatings, leaving you weakened and bleeding. Still you proceeded in keeping your word for our redeeming. Deleting our sin committed, we've been acquitted. Tasting grace in all the ways that we've benefited. Our example in the difficulties that we face. Eyes fixed on you, gives faith to finish this race. You knew what it would take and you were willing to do it. Giving life with hope, found in your will while pursuing your heart, your love proven by your death on the cross. You knew and followed through, help us to bear ours.
You know, all of this time you knew. You know, everything I've been through. You know, all of this time you knew. You know, everything I've been through. You know, all of this time you knew.
Taught us how to trust you more. 'Cause I'm tired of my scars. Yeah, and I'm crying, I can't fall apart. And I know I'm not the only one. The only one. I've got issues with my trust. You've been consistent with us. I'm forgiving and I love. You give me your love. I'm
looking to trust. I be thinking them less. You be thinking of love, and I be under the rest. Money looking a little too bummy for the stretch, but it's two sides to it like it says. On the A side, I'm winning. I'm a little trife, but the bay find me tempting. Body kind nice, and the waistline is thinning. Pray time we get it and stay fine as tickets. I don't wanna give it a subpar performance. John Q, baby, the love heart's enormous. All true lady is dumb, smart, and gorgeous. Promise, homie, the rock through me, the rock. I dunked hard as Jordan, but you the real MVP. On the rail in the field, it was MBD. For me to chill with a shorty in the MGD. Kept a 40 for the boys trying to envy me. Saw the best in me, and I'm thinking it's all destiny.
And I know I'm not the only one. The only one. I've got issues with my trust. You've been consistent with us. I'm forgiven and I'm left alone. You give me your love. And I'm all and I fall and I'm yours. Oh, yours. Because as I'm all and I'm offering, I'm yours. Oh, yours. I know what I need. Know you've got me, yeah, right beside me. You are so beautiful. Know what I need. Know you've got me, yeah, right beside me. You are so beautiful.
What up? This is Andy Mineo, and you're listening to
DJ JesusBeats Show.
You know when we on this glow, or you gotta go, you understand me? Yada da. Oh boy.
Somebody tell the industry my squad coming. No, to the industry my God coming. Well, you better watch your mouth like your child coming. Glow fest, it's a wild summer. Oh, you done messed up now. Oh, you done messed up now. Oh, you done messed up now. Oh, you done messed up now.
Ay, throwing shade at the game, we just glow harder. Running plays in the bay like I'm Coach Carter. I can show no remote, I'm a show starter.
We the ones bringing change like it's folk coders. Holy stepping, that's the only thing I stand on. Holy weapon with the homies keep their hands on. I thought you knew that you ain't stopping to put his hand on. You can take a raid and grab it out his plan on. Go wanna go, I don't care what you claiming. Tribe on the move, don't compare, we campaign it. Mochilla hit us up, trying to shut down our pages. Little fest going up, I don't care what the name is. Somebody tell the industry my squad coming. No, to the industry my God coming. Well, you better watch your mouth like your child coming. Glow fest, it's a wild summer. Oh, you done messed up now. Oh, you done messed up now. Oh, you done messed up now. Oh, you done messed up now.
Yeah, okay, smoke ain't holy, you gotta be smoking. Keep it G, my team did the whole thing. One knee pushing on the gas, we was coasting. 200 away from a rack, not boasting. Wow, cooking up the next tribe joint right now. I don't even need to roll a joint, I'm loud. Got ready to pry for the make God proud. Spirit on the stage, don't jump, bow. It's what it is, I don't write the rules. Big piece where the ice at, cracks rules. Whole game on the ice pack, Mike Bruise. And I ain't finna throw hands, you gotta fight the truth.
Somebody tell the industry my squad coming. No, to the industry my God coming. Well, you better watch your mouth like your child coming. Glow fest, it's a wild summer. Oh, you done messed up now. 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 Ay.
Why they even wanna play with us? It was cool till they try to take the name from us. Hey, don't you know the smoke still holy? Try to cut me out the deal, now I own it with the Brodies. Presidential dilly got me talking at my podium. I know a couple people looking saucier than sodium. Headline said, any tribe, pandemonium. You looking at the stage like I thought it was only 40. We'll never sell our souls, we just sell out shows. New year, new venue, that's how sellouts go. Free tickets to the ops, cause we bless our foes. Notify coming when you smell our smoke.
Messed up now. Oh, you done messed up now. Oh, you done messed up now. Oh, you done messed up now.
What's going on? This is D. White from Friday Morning Fire in Savannah, Georgia, and you're listening to the DJ JesusBeats Show on Hot 316 Radio, WKWQ 100.7 FM, and Free Thinkers Radio, where Walking Right produces a divine move.
Yes, sir. saying? Glory to the King, glory to the King. Give it glory to the King, glory to the King. Yo, hope I got the praise, and we got the name.
What up? This is your girl, Ursula Camille
And this is RBP
of BU, and you're tuned into the DJ JesusBeats Show.
Tell me now, you in what army? Fire the weapon is never gonna harm me. Guess he ain't cast all the angels around me. Really on blessing my name in the book. Picture me shook, cause he won't sign me. Ayy, all in his timing. If it's about got it, you know that we slide. Yeah. Ha, ha. Tell me now, you in what army? Fire the weapon is never gonna harm me. Guess he ain't cast all the angels around me. Been under pressure, but that what it took. Then take a look. Okay, we shining. Ayy, now we ain't hiding. If it's about got it, you know that we sliding. Yeah. 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 Promise I've been in the dark. Me and my brothers ain't missing a mark. Bet we gon' slide like it's kids of the park. Water on me, I should build me a heart. My G.O.D. had to drip from the start. Grounded on T like it's really a art. Soldier, I'm really gon' march. Left, right, left. I can't wait too far. Shawty think she get that play with my heart. I ain't no simp, but they look like I'm barred. So on your T, but you only that bar. Swear that these people don't know me no more. So in these C, cause I know what it's for. Yeah, strap like I'm going to war. Tell me now, you in what army? Fire the weapon is never gonna harm me. Guess he ain't cast all the angels around me. Really on blessing my name in the book. Picture me shook, cause he won't sign.
O-C-O-E-E. Yeah, fight for your family, fight for your real. Stand in the gap and we making a bridge. It's more than rap, this the way that we live. Devil be capping, he working at lids. We ride the action, I'm figurative. Went on the T and he did what he did. This are my kids. We going up, dawg, yeah. Shawty know that I won't play with her heart. I ain't no sin, but no, you are not Mars. Left, right. Soldier, I'm really gon' step. Just like a Q-dog. Miami, all way to Duval. We make it move like a shoe haul. See how we slide with the word like electric. POP1, he don't need no election. B-I-B-L-E, that be my connection. Spreading the message, pull up in your section. We let them know by the king everywhere. We gon' take it to where it get bad like reception. Deep in the trenches. I pray the Lord that he be my protection when it get hectic.
Tell me now, you in what army? Fire the weapon is never gonna harm me. Guess he ain't cast all the angels around me. Really on blessing my name in the book. Picture me shook, cause he won't sign me. Ayy, all in his time. If it's about got it, you know that we slide. Yeah. Ha. Tell me now, you in what army? Fire the weapon is never gonna harm me. Guess he ain't cast all the angels around me. Been under pressure, but that what it took. Then take a look. Okay, we shining. Ayy, now we ain't hiding. If it's about got it, you know that we sliding. Yeah.
He's on your number one favorite station right here. It's DJ JesusBeats.
Dios bendiga el hip hop, Dios bendiga el reggaetón. Por aquí, por allá, yo camino en bendición. Porque tengo una mamá que me cubre en oración. Lejos de la religión, pero mantengo mi fe. Porque sé que todo es posible para aquel que cree. Creo que Dios me dio talento antes de nacer. Por eso nadie tiene flow como RG. You thought you watching TV, where I television. This my walk, man, you don't see these type of clever writtens. Started making my decisions off of my convictions. Pray to God that when they see me, they can tell the difference. I'm not a rapper trying to brag about the things that I own. I'd rather put you on to God, I'm looking out for your soul. God only knows, dog, I'm your flow. My heart was stone, was a flooded out wrist in eternity scope. Tanta letra mi libreta, we don't gotta take a break. Esto es para Zacatecas y Mapa ni Monterrey. I'm a product of Lecrae, yeah, Lupe and Andre. So next time you mention the greats, don't forget the name.
Dímelo, bro. Bendiciones, mamito. Espero que estés bien. Zumba eso para acá. Seguro, estamos acá pendientes. Podemos hacer algo grande. Mañana cuenta conmigo. Y para adelante, mamito.
The wait is over. DJ Jesus Beats got you covered with all the music right here on the DJ Jesus Beats radio show.
I've been walking in the spirit, ain't no way around it. And it's up, yeah. And it's up, yeah. Hey, pedal to the metal, headed to the top. Swerve around the block, it's been getting hot. Look, holy got a purpose, I can't never stop. I got Lamborghini Mercy on me. I'm outside with the crew, look at that, deja vu. Not with the tribe, but I'm still on the move. Holy got the Holy Ghost, I'm jumping through the roof. I was down, but I stayed down, came up, God made a way. Stayed down, came up, God made a way. Stayed down, came up, God made a way. Let me tell you about it. You can send and wait around it, you can make it happen. I've been walking in the spirit, ain't no way around it. And it's up, yeah. And it's up, yeah.
You're listening to the DJ JesusBeats Show right here on WKWQ 100.7 FM. I'm yours truly, DJ JesusBeats, with you on this wonderful evening. And listen, you know, I'm just getting a little bit warmed up, testing out some music real quick, you know, just testing the system out. So I know it's kind of like a little bit different from I'm deviating from the flow that I normally do on this radio show. And I promise you I'm going to get right back into it. I'm just kind of testing something out real quick because I'm getting ready to really feature some things and, you know, feature great music. And I'm not going to lie to y'all. You know, this whole week has been really grueling. It's been really a tough week. Nothing bad has happened. It's just me getting myself back in order and just having that one-on-one conversation with God. And, you know, just asking God to really steer me in the right direction that I need to be in, that he needs me to be in, and to just be obedient towards his word. And it's not easy, you know, it's not easy because I got to balance family. I got to balance, you know, my marriage. I got to balance work and other obligations, church, you know, duties and everything like that. So, you know, a piece of me always gets taken out of the equation every step of the way. And sometimes I have to ask the Lord, you know, Lord, please just give me the day, the time, and the hours to manage it all. And I'm not the only one that's like this. I know a lot of you probably in that same boat where you're just trying to figure yourself out, figure where you need to be at and how you can stretch your time to be obedient to God, but at the same time, stretch your time for the other activities and duties that you are obligated for. Some of you got kids in sports, and then you got to do your job, and you got all these other, other duties and roles that you play. And sometimes I'll be looking at some, my friends, and I'll be like, I don't know how y'all balance that all out. And sometimes they look at me and they're like, well, I don't know how you balance this out, doing a live radio show and then going up there and doing all these other type of duties and roles and still be able to consistently do it. And I ain't gonna lie to you tonight. Tonight is like not one of those nights where, I'm just, you're here and I'm here at this radio show because I'm dedicated towards it. But I'm still not in the zone yet. and that zone is really where I'm trying to go in a few minutes here, where I'm really just got to dig deep into these crates. And I need to introduce you guys to the music that really, really, really inspires me. And in a few minutes here, I'm going to play a couple more songs. And then I'm going to play this clip from Sho Baraka. And I got to thank God for using Sho Baraka to say what I've been saying on this radio platform and also on streaming, when I go out there and I say this out to the public also about how I feel about Christian hip hop music and Show Baraka just cleaned it up a little bit more. And there's some things I'll talk about with it. You know, he's got some top 10s as far as some things that he believes how Christian hip hop music can be even better. So I'm gonna play a couple more songs here. I got this world premiere song I want you guys to hear. I'm just getting it ready right now, but this is the artist. This man sent me his single the other day, last week. Actually, he reached out to me last week on social media, and he was asking me, hey, how can I get my music out to you? And normally a lot of times when I get a lot of new music, I just kind of like let it sit for a little bit, let it marinate, because I got a lot of other things going on, and I really want to take some time to listen to every artist who submits music to me. I want to listen to your music and figure out, what are you saying, what your goal is, what's the ministry behind your music. And I gotta tell you, y'all, this young guy right here really came out the gates with this song. And so what I'm gonna do right here in a few seconds here is I want to play this song for you, and I want you guys to let me know what you think about it when you hear it. All right, he goes by, the artist's name is what, WHAT. It is in pretty much, abbreviation, and what that stands for is, I'm trying to figure out right now. Matter of fact, he didn't give it to me, so but it's WHAT is what is the name of this artist's name, and the song is titled Scoot. And I gotta tell y'all, this song really woke me up this morning, and I had to call him and tell him how I felt about this song. So let me play this real quick. This is the world premiere. You heard it first right here inside the DJ JesusBeats Show, and then I'll talk about it, and then we'll go into some more things. All right, sit tight.
Giving you the new music fresh and first.
Check it out,
Get on the DJ JesusBeats Show.
Well, I had to scoop, hey, scoop. Well, I had to scoop, hey, scoop, hey, scoop. Well, I had to scoop, hey, scoop. Well, I had to scoop, hey, scoop. Well, I had to made a lot of money from the coca leaf, but it ain't come with peace. Met a whole lot of people that didn't have no teeth, smoking on that pipe for relief. Had that spot on first thing that me, had to jump and stay on my feet. Smoking that weed all day, really not eating food, had my body feeling obsolete. Mama in my ear saying something, come to church, but I really need it off this work. I know passe, run up on your blood, but that's gonna get you murk, get you on the shirt. Man, they know I stay, ayy, know where my mama stay, ayy, know where my grandma stay, ayy. Man, I'ma go ahead and pay. I'm on the phone with my connect, like put that thing on repeat. Hit me with a two-piece, man, I'm really trying to eat. Swear that I'm the man when I step out in these streets. Thinking that I'm so woke, but in God's eye, I am so sleep. I can't comprehend it, cause you know I need a new mind. Keep my tracksuits on, just in case they holler one time. Well, I had to scoop, hey, scoop. Well, I had to scoop, hey, scoop. Hey, scoop. Well, I had to scoop, hey, scoop. Hey, well, I had to scoop, hey, scoop. Well, I had, even though I made money, it was so tiresome. Wake up every day, do the same thing again. Pack it up and sell it, Thinking to myself today, how I'm gon' play it. Didn't know I was a pastor, but I knew I was a pastor. Hey, had no idea it was my heart that God was after. He's the reason every day it felt like a tug of war. I'm so stupid thinking that the problem that I need more. All this money on the floor, but I'm still feeling poor. God won't let me come up, cause it'll leave me destroyed. God came up with a plan, he just started closing doors. Man, the next thing that you know, man, I'm crying out to the Lord. Lord save me, Lord save me, Lord save me. Crying out to the Lord like a little baby. Lord save me, Lord save me, Lord save me. Crying out to the Lord like a little baby. Oh, I had to
Wow, man. What y'all think about that song right there? This is from the artist WHAT What? The song is titled Scoot. He's from the ATL. And he submitted his song last week when I was live on the show doing the top 20 countdown. And I went through this whole weekend and this whole week, and I was riding with this song. And I got to say, I really, this song took me to a whole nother level that I haven't had in a long time. And that was in the era of Christian hip-hop music where you heard artists like Petty D. Man, Petty D is like still a living legend as far as when it comes to Christian hip-hop music, where he takes those 808s and just delivers it to you, like with the ministry and the gospel. And so many other artists. You know, he's not like Petty D, but he's just like, his music reminds me of going into that Southern crunk Christian hip-hop music back when I heard it. And it would just wake you up. But I want to know what you guys think. Hit me up on social media, whether you're on YouTube right now at DJ JesusBeats, or Instagram or Facebook, and Mixcloud and Twitch, all under DJ JesusBeats name. Just let me know. Send me a comment. Let me know what you think about that song. Just looking at the lyrics, what he was talking about. This young man, was going through a whole lot. He was a drug dealer. He was selling drugs. And just looking at, how he started off with saying made a lot of money from the cocoa leaf. So he was selling drugs, but it ain't come with peace. Met a whole lot of people that didn't have no teeth, smoking on that pipe for relief. Had the spot on the First and Alameda. Had it jumping, had to stay on my feet, smoking that weed all day, really not eating food. Had my body feel obsolete. My mama in my ears saying, son, come to church, but I really need to off this work. I know Ply said run off on your plug, but that's gonna get you murked. Get you on a shirt, which means like you go out there selling drugs, you're gonna get murdered, and pictures gonna be on the shirt that everybody's gonna wear, talking about putting wings on you and RIP. Then he goes and says, man, they know where I stay, know where my mama stay, know where my grandmama stay. Man, I'm going ahead and pay. I'm on the phone with my connect. Put that thing on repeat. Hit me with the 2-piece. Man, I'm really trying to eat. Swear that I'm the man when I step out in the streets. Thinking that I'm so woke, but I'm God's eye. I am so sleep. I cannot comprehend, because I need a new mind. Keep my track shoes on just in case they holler one time. So he's in this first verse, he's talking about how he was out in the streets selling the drugs, selling the dope, and how the ops, we call them, young people today call them the ops, the opposition. Those who are, looking at you and what you're making, and they're ready to take you out, take your life. But his mama was trying to get him off the streets. Then in the second verse, he says, even though I made money, it was so tiresome. Wake up every day and do the same thing again. Bag it up and sell it. Bag it up and sell it. Thinking to myself today how I'm going to play it. Didn't know I was a pastor, but God knew I was a pastor. I had no idea it was my heart that God was after. He the reason every day I felt like a tug of war. I'm so stupid thinking that the problem is that I need more. All this money on the floor, but I'm still feeling poor. God won't let me come up. God won't let me come up because I will leave, because it will leave me destroyed. God came up with a plan. He just started closing doors. Man, the next thing I know, I'm just crying out to the Lord. Lord, save me. Lord, save me. Crying out to the Lord like a little baby. Lord, save me, crying out to the Lord like a little baby. So in the end, this young man had went from selling dope in the streets and where God started closing the doors because he was making too much money for the wrong reasons. And at the end, God had called him to ask for salvation and be saved. Now, this song, like I said, is not super deep, but it tells a story. It paints a picture of what our young people and young men are doing out there in the streets. And I know when I was reading it, it doesn't make sense, right? Because I know it's hip hop, and so I'm just reading it just line for line. But when you read it and comprehend what he's talking about, what this artist is talking about, he's talking about his testimony as far as what he was doing in the streets when he was out there selling that product, and he was out there smoking that weed, and he was out there getting high and making money, selling drugs to the community and all these other sinful acts, and how God had turned this man's life around. And every time he was making more money, the doors were closing. But at the same time, his mama knew, his mother knew, his grandmother knew, they knew everything about his family, and they were praying for him to get his life saved. Because at the end of the day, fast money will get you killed. So that's just a summary of this song right here and why I chose this song to feature tonight, because it's a great testimony song for a lot of our young people out there. We got so many young people in our community right now who got guns, who are out there selling drugs, who are out there smoking weed, and they're out there trying to kill each other. And they don't realize that they're related to each other. They don't realize they're killing their own generation, their own family bloodline over stuff like this, this example right here. But God, the mighty God himself, has a plan for every last one of us. And to the young people who are listening tonight, you have an option. You have a choice. You can either be saved, or you can lie down and be laying down 7 feet under, or worse, that's the worst case scenario, or the other scenario, you could be in prison, locked up for the rest of your life because you decided to take somebody else's life. So there's a lot of stuff like this. This is why I play music like this, to reach our young people, to reach the adults, and everybody to realize that, yes, hip-hop music may be corrupt in the secular side, but God is using men like this who have came from that world, who came from an arena and an area where drugs and where money and all the fast cars, clothes, and everything else has got them to a pinnacle, to a point where they were doing so much sin in order to make so much money, but realizing that God, in the end, is going to get the glory out of it. And he spared and he saved this man's life to where that man called out on him and on his son and became saved. So that's how I just want to feature that. So let's keep it going right here inside the DJ JesusBeats Show. I'm going to just dig in the crates a little bit. This got me amped up. So I'm going to play right now Petty D's Work. All right, Petty D, he's originally from Jacksonville, Duval County, but now living in Nashville, Tennessee. The song is titled Work inside the DJ JesusBeats Show.
You're listening to the DJ JesusBeats Show, where Christian hip-hop and urban gospel connect to bring you ministry.
This uniform and this corny shirt. Every single day I'm clocking in. My family got to eat and I got to win. I gotta get to work and get out the trap. Let the jacket on the clap, it's clap. Y'all can have it all, I'ma hit this club. Y'all hit the block, I'm on a loading dock. It's no shift and I'm so tired, but it's overtime, so I work. God pay me due and a rent due and a light too, so I work. Blue collar that work. White collar that work. That first shift and that second two, great y'all do it, I work. And I'm giving out jersey number for the rocks and word. It ain't worth it now to get shot for word. This here for everybody in the work game. This your theme zone, I gon' get it, man. I'm on time, I get mine, I work. Fuck on grind, I'm gon' shine, I work. God heal grace, keep it, I'm safe where I work. Keep my mind right and my mind tight, I work. Turn up and get done and work. My music on and I'm going and work. Get my beats on and work. Get my beats on and I'm in the work. I'm on my night job and my day job and I work. Yeah, life hard, but I thank God I work. I ain't in the street, but my people eat as I work. I might push a corner, might clean toilets, I work. My fuse short, I'm out, take on, I work. I up the trash, I'ma get the cash for that work. I'm in class, I'm gon' pass, I work. Feel like I got 5 jobs, I need God. Got family school and the kids too, tryna get through, so
all work. At home, mama, no home drama, her family on the whole work. Papa man, first Gary, yeah, always there, he work. It ain't never fun trying to get it done when you work with all these jobs. They don't got you, can't do without you, they can't compare with your work. Your boss there, but they don't care, don't seem bad, your work. Still be the best at your work. God sees all your work. Just pass attention, I pray to God to keep blessing all of your work. I'm on time, I get mine, I work. Fuck on grind, I'm gon' shine. God give grace, keep down, say what I work. Keep my mind right and my mind tight, I work. Turn up and get money. Let's go, no money. Sit my days on. Sit my days on. Play the game for quotas. Turn up and get money. Play the game for quotas. Let's go, no money. Play the game for quotas. Sit my days on. Play the game for quotas. Sit my days on. Real, recognize real. Recognize real. Real, recognize real. Real, recognize real. Real, recognize real. Recognize real. Real, recognize real. Real, recognize real. The whole truth, nothing but it. Ben Franklin, my witness, boy, I keep it 100. So if I say I ain't playing, ain't no flies in the front. I got the ball, I cut my legs out before I punt it. Bus said that we fake. I don't know, but he heard that. Probably met some poor pimp with a permanent Cadillac. No, I ain't like him at all. I am not perfect, dog. But even when I fall, I know Christ paid it all. And I preach that, only hope, so I teach that. Co-sign by that boy the crazy, so I guess you say that I reached that. I'ma try to live what I talk about until they pick my coffin out. And if I'm wrong, I call it out so you can see what my God about. I don't want you to think that I'm perfect. I just want you to see the Lord is worth it. All I got is His grace and mercy. And guess what, boy? I don't deserve it. Play the game for quotas. Yeah, I keep it 100. Play the game for quotas. Yeah, I keep it 100. Play the game for quotas. Yeah, I keep it 100. Play the game for quotas. Yeah, I keep it 100. Real, recognize real. Recognize real. Real, recognize real. Real, recognize real. Real, recognize real. Recognize real. Real, recognize real.
Hey, let me talk to you, bro.
Hey, y'all so unfamiliar.
Who you?
I ain't never seen you, bro.
Say what?
And where you say I know you from?
No.
Huh? And who you say you know I know? It's one thing I can't take. A flaw in the fake when it come to faith. Come on. And I ain't flawless, ain't the standard. But I'ma show enough, be a living example. Old saints came in and laid the tracks. Blood, sweat, and tears, skin off they back. There's new cats here trying to ride the train. And folks hopping on telling lies and things. Trying to derail with false details. Everybody looking like we fail. I seen your kind for a long time. You fake Gucci, no retail. Y'all don't fool me with empty rhymes. Cliche words, preaching lines. Everybody here been made, homie. Can't nobody vouch for your life and grind. Who discipled you? What you serving, man? What you reading, bro? What you learning, man? Listen, we ain't even in no gang, but this thing realer than the sex you claim. Look, this ain't some faith I made. Faith made me, you can tell I'm changed. You probably wonder why the folk look at you strange. You a stranger, they never heard your name. Play the game for quotas. Yeah, I keep it 100. Play the game for quotas. Yeah, I keep it 100. Play the game for quotas. Yeah, I keep it 100. Play the game for quotas. Yeah, I keep it 100. Real, recognize real. Recognize real. Real, recognize real. Real, recognize real. Real, recognize real. Recognize real. Real, recognize real. Real, recognize real. Real, recognize real. Pushers recognize deal. Predators recognize prey. Killers recognize kill. Thought you was a real gangster in the Jeep, get a rolling upon you with a 45. Slap that boy in the club. Now you in the parking lot and it's about to get live. Homeboy brought the west side. Yo, kid, folk, dip, ride and slide. Fist to the face, go, eye. Take that L, riding high. Now you come back to your father, raising your hands high. I won't return to my vomit. Stand up with a man up, cry. Jesus Christ, the way, the truth, the light, master, author, and father. Greater is he that's in me than choppers popping to stop you. Don't die in these streets, you are purpose for something. If they tear down your hood and change your block name, the game was all for nothing. Bangers, thugs, killers, drug dealers, too happy to bleed. The aftermath of Willie Lynch, we refusing to read. Is there eternal life turning from Christ and you still live like hell and see heaven? No, that ain't real. Play the game for quotas. Yeah, I keep it 100. Play the game for quotas. Yeah, I keep it 100. Play the game for quotas. Yeah, I keep it 100. Play the game for quotas. Yeah, I keep it 100. Real, recognize real. Recognize real. Real, recognize real. Real, recognize real. Real, recognize real. Nas real.
In the name of Jesus, I got to let them know I'm in here. In the name of Jesus, I got them demons in your trembling. In the name of Jesus, we got to give our God a praise. In the name of Jesus, is how we ask for everything. In the name of Jesus, I got to let them know I'm in here. In the name of Jesus, I got them demons in your trembling. In the name of Jesus, we got to give our God a praise. In the name of Jesus, is how we ask for everything. In the name of the Lord, inside it's right here written. I ain't playing no games, the Lord is in me spitting. Go ahead and tell the people what you want them to hear. Go ahead and use me, Lord, I am your volunteer. I read up in your gospel, it taught me how to pray. It tells me how to live right and how to keep the faith. Cause the devil is trying to take me out every day. But I pray in your name that you will keep me. And I will keep it word evangelistic in the streets. And I will sugarcoat convict them while I'm on the beat. And I will make them demons tremble every time I speak. I lift the name up high, that's why they hate me. In the name of Jesus, I got to let them know I'm in here. In the name of Jesus, I got them demons in your trembling. In the name of Jesus, we got to give our God a praise. In the name of Jesus, is how we ask for everything. In the name of Jesus, I got to let them know I'm in here. In the name of Jesus, I got them demons in your trembling. In the name of Jesus, we got to give our God a praise. In the name of Jesus, is how we ask. I ain't asking in the Father or the Son or the Holy Ghost. I'm asking in the name of Jesus, cause that's how the scriptures quote. John 14, 13, 14, man, you got to lead his word. Demons looking at me trembling because I know his word. I ain't compromising for nobody, just like giving up. I ask in the name of Jesus, cause I know he big enough. I speak the kingdom verse before I even think about his word. And when I give him praise, I ain't worried about nobody else. I stay up in the church with them new praise. And I stand up in the blues with verse up on my brain. And I enter in his gates with thanksgiving, cause I love what he did. And I ain't playing with him. Yeah. In the name of Jesus, I got to let them know I'm in here. In the name of Jesus, I got them demons in your trembling. In the name of Jesus, we got to give our God a praise. In the name of Jesus, is how we ask for everything. In the name of Jesus, I got to let them know I'm in here. In the name of Jesus, I got them demons in your trembling. In the name of Jesus, we got to give our God a praise. In the name of Jesus, is how we ask for everything. In the name of Jesus, I got to let them know I'm in here. In the name of Jesus, I got them demons in your trembling. In the name of Jesus, we got to give our God a praise. In the name of Jesus, is how we ask for everything.
You know it gotta be
It's DJ Jesus Beats on the ones and twos, giving you that straight ministry heat.
Fire! 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 You know it gotta be addressed, man. You know what I'm saying? Man, I'm watching all these cats, man. They're acting like the name of Christ. Bearing his name is sort of like a ball and chain that's hindering them from reaching their full potential. Yeah, there's something wrong with that picture. You know we had to go on record. You know we had to fly our flag high. CCM, let's get it. Give me the label. I bear it proudly. Box me in. Yeah, I be kindly. Bond servant, he paid the price. Now I purpose to give him glory when eyes open. My eyes open, no, I'm focused. Answer me, tell me question, what are we talking about? Any worthy, not just the person, man, the incarnate God. Let out, beat up the ghost, crown of thorns on his royal head. Now as my substitute on that cross, he bore me shame. I bear the marks of a slave, no matter corporate or private. All glory, no shame. Tell me why would I hide him? If his name cost me, I take the loss. My name costed me, took the cross. Took the wrath of the Father, adopted, I cry, Abba. We don't set aside that name to preserve our own life, to preserve our careers, to keep our name secured in them lights. What it means to be a Christian in the world so unstable, bring stability, no display. I gladly take that label.
Not my walk, not my talk, not my hair, not my style. No, that's not what you see. Put your labels on me. Not just my smile, my talent, my fam, not my money. See, it's not about me. Put your labels on me. It's my belief, my faith in Jesus unashamed. To give him glory. Put your labels on me. Yeah, I'm a Christian and I'm
still gonna rise. It's our time taking this industry. So
we're my unashamed Christians. We already labeled Bible checks and balances. We ain't under the table. Receiving power from the soul. Connected like cable. I know the world ain't gonna like us. They some Cain, we some Abel. I carry the label proud like first century saint. Wearing it as a badge of honor like I served in Kuwait. CCM going in for his next day. Yes, I know I might be, but I won't break. Standing on the foundation that can't be moved. Let's get it shaking like an earthquake. So please excuse me if I'm coming off arrogant like I'm prideful. I know it's a lot to digest like tasting a mouthful. The word was found for his name. The elect redeeming the saved. Forgiven, I'm Christian. I'm called out cause I'm changed. And that's Bible, I ain't psycho. My brothers and Aaron are rivals. It's Christ who bled, now we instead. United, tighter than micros. When we wage war on these idols that treat the titles like typos. This is only shit in the holy writ. No, we can't be silent, that's Bible, and that's word.
not my walk, not my talk, not my hair, not my style. No, that's not what you see. Put your labels on me. Not just my smile, my talent, my fam, not my money. See, it's not about me. Put your labels on me. It's my belief, my faith in Jesus unashamed. To give him glory. Put your labels on me. Yeah, I'm a Christian and I'm still gonna rise. It's our time taking this industry. So put your labels on me.
Mister, wish the picture, did you twist the scripture, mix the picture. It's kinda sad how you turned your back on your dad. Why you wallowed in blood, who pulled you from out of that? He has the perfect mercy, extends the perfect grace. Why would you turn and spit in his face? Ashamed to bear his name, pursuing the fame, stay in your lane, ain't you changed? Then why would you be ashamed of the guy who saves Christian? It's simple, around the church you call it ministry, but then it changes into art when you get in the streets. With me it's let it be, stressing him, I'm beckoning. Timothy, 1 Corinthians 4:17. It's what I do, it's who I am. If not in Christ, it is consumed, it will be damned. Don't even play with me, go ahead and label me, no label me. I'm a lost cause, no mistaking.
Not my walk, not my talk, not my hair, not my style. No, that's not what you see. Put your labels on me. Not just my smile, my talent, my fam, not my money. See, it's not about me. But guess what?
That's why Marley Music is back in the building.
And Jesus unashamed to give him glory.
I found out that his heart beats like mine.
I'm still
You know what?
Trouble on my left and trouble on my right, yeah. All around the trouble on every side, but no reason to run. No reason to hide. The God in me is tested and tried. I'm ready to fight. I'm willing to die. I'm too ready for warfare. Ready to go there. The enemy's busy. I'm busy and keeping my two to the flow, man. About what you scared for? God is bigger than anything. We ain't never scared, right?
I'ma make it clear. I'm a soldier for God. Lethal weapon when it comes to war. Watch me bomb. I'm pushing my words as ammunition. I send my automatic tongue for a trigger. Out of control when I'm spitting. So please listen. I'm on a mission. I ain't telling you twice. I'm going all out. Even if I die tonight. Chosen for this day and time to be a living legend. And these phonies and pulpits give me no choice but to squeeze my weapon. I'm tearing through like a beast. Parties on Sunday mornings but nobody invites the street. Why is this? Because we seeking our own agenda. Hypocritical mind state manifested within the exposed center. Maybe it's time for a new breed. Could this be the very cause of our destiny? Let it be if you're a soldier, time to draw near. Because the battle's already begun. But it ain't nothing you feel.
Trouble on my left and trouble on my right and trouble all around the trouble on every side. But I got no reason to run. I got no reason to hide. The God in me is testing and tried. I'm ready to fight. I'm willing to die. I'm too ready for warfare. Too ready to go there. The enemy's busy. I'm busy and keeping my two on the float, man. So what you talking about, man? What you scared for? My God is bigger than anything. We ain't never scared, bro.
It's been descending on the surface of pain. Jesus, the Lamb was slain. Redemption has been reclaimed. Yeah. You blame me for this type of devotion. Where is my faith? Cause only God knows it till it's revealed. I'm a soldier on this field of battle. If I have to stand alone, it don't matter. The Lord is there when He opened my eyes. So even if I'm alone, I vow never compromise. Look in my eyes, don't be surprised if we find compassion. Wrapped up in anger, so I'm blasting. Too many shorties bleeding. It's time they intercede. Too many shorties falling. Meanwhile, the Lord is calling. We have to regulate. Time to set this record straight. But He returned today. Until then, daily we pray. Thou to be the realest believer. Breathing, see me on the front line. That's how I'm leaving. So follow me.
Trouble on my left hand, trouble on my right, yeah. All around and trouble on every side, but I got no reason to run. I got no reason to hide. The God in me is something that tried. I'm ready to fight. I'm willing to die, yeah. Ready for warfare, too ready to go there. The enemy's busy, I'm busy. I'm keeping my tools at the float, man. So what you talking about? Yeah, what you scared for? My God is bigger than anything. We ain't never scared, bro.
Take for us to heal. Take is the mystery. How many more have to bleed? Somebody answer me. If it ain't the prison, it's the cemetery. Extermination of black life is getting scary. Why worry when the answer's already been given? Jesus Christ, no more sin in eternal living. Sparks the new beginning. Tragic endings, sinners lending their members to Satan to bring forth his expected endings, but never winning. I'm offended when I look at the news. Another black child is murdered. Man, it gives me the blues. So when you go to the prison, you see them all there. For a community as a whole, we've all failed. Not to mention that the delivery daddy wasn't there. Now little Kevin is toting guns and death is near. If you a soldier, time to draw near, because the battle's already begun. But it ain't nothing you feel.
Trouble on my left, yeah. Trouble on my right, yeah. Trouble all around, the trouble on every side, but I got no reason to run. I got no reason to hide. The God in me is just been trying. I'm ready to fight. I'm willing to die. Yeah, I'm too ready for warfare. Too ready to go. I might just do it just to turn the summer. So, what you scared for? My God is bigger than any. We ain't never scared, bruh. Music run the numbers up. I might just do it just to turn the summer. Homemade. I might just do it just to be your favorite rap. I might not do it though, cause that don't even matter. I might be independent to my last hour. I might just do it just so I can keep my mask. I might just do it just to keep my publishing. I might just keep on doing it cause I'm loving it. Might take the label check and come for dealership. Homemade. For all the days that I was broke and couldn't afford a whip. Might do it just to thrill him like I'm Michael Jackson. Might do it just so I can kill him with the passion. If you from where I'm from and you lived in it, let me see your hands in the sky if you feeling it. And even if you not, don't get belligerent. I might have did it just to show you that we not that different. God forgive my enemies, cause truthfully they don't know no better. I might do it just to bring the streets together. Okay. Do it, bring the people and the folk together. We've been killing long enough, let's try and eat together. Do it, I might run a check and buy a charter school. Do it, change the name and turn it to my daughter's school. Do it, I might just do it so they can see a king walk. I might just say so they can hear king talk. You might wanna post this to your timeline. Whole world tuned into it like it's prime time. I might just do it, feel like it's high time. Feel like I'm posted in the paint and I'm on LeBron time. I might do it cause I know that God got me. I might do it cause I know only God can stop me. I might do it cause I know my hood got me. I might do it. I might do it. I might do it cause the message heaven sent. I might put the mic down, run for president. Put all my day one homies in my cabinet. For all the days that we ain't had nothing in our cabinets. I might do like Rose said and go and buy the block. I might pick my iPhone up and buy some Apple stock. And eat up all the rappers when their albums drop. I might do it. I might do it. I might do like Rose said and go and buy the block. I might pick my iPhone up and buy some Apple stock. And eat up all the rappers when their albums drop. I might do it.
DJ Jesus Beats keeps you blazing with the hot track.
The Lord.
DJ Jesus Beats. In an old school throwback mix.
Hence these words I'm gonna spit. I'm out, I have no worries, cause they call my Lord Jehovah Jireh. And in case you don't know, that means he's my provider. Anything according to its will, he'll equip me with money, cars, beats, rhymes, all for his benefit. I hide his word in my heart so that I remember it. So if I get famous, then my will, I surrender it. My aim is not to flame the fame, I frame the flame. Daily maintain a name that reigns over every name. So I refrain to gain a selfish pleasure. He came for pain, died on the cross so that I'll never be the same. Once I confess my sins and become born again. Most Christians don't last that long, but I believe in this word. That's why my stability is strong. Come on. They go back and forth. They go back and forth. They go back and forth. They go up and down. They go up and down. They go up and down. They go up and down like teeter-totters, 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 teeter-totters. Yo, it's only in His word that I'm stable. Most Christians are unstable like three-legged tables. I must admit, discipline isn't easy. I know I make it look simple, but you got to believe me. Your boy catches the bus to shows, waiting in the cold, feeling like an Eskimo. Holy pockets, but I ain't heading to the check and go. Stressed out my folk, and I be the first to let you know. Can't be American Idol, so my clay be aching, but I trust in the potter who molds me. There's no mistaking, but sometimes I feel like a backup. The wicked compares the righteous is how that looks. They seem not to reap what they sow, and it seems like you won't pay what you owe. But I trust in you regardless of how things look, cause I believe in every word in that holy book. Come on. They go back and forth. 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 They go up and down. 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 The flesh is never satisfied. In this word I'm stable. The word has power in Him I'm enabled to mortify sin and subjugate any desires. The scheming is of higher than my Lord the fire. The word God gave me doesn't ensure my stability. The fear of the Lord does. I dwell in His facility. Without obedience I could not facilitate ministry, and I would be worse than carnal rappers in the industry. Many don't seek His kingdom first, and that's why many in the kingdom thirst, because the effects of sin are only temporary. I tried it before and found out sin ain't meant to carry me through all times. I cast my cares on Jesus. We have a partnership. God really needs us, but we gotta put Him first and not our rap ministries. If we put Him first, then we'll become everything we're meant to be. They go back and forth. 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 They go up and down. 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 Teeter-totters, 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 teeter-totters. Hey, 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 hey,
change affiliated. Now it's back to the grind.
Jesus on my mind. I ain't got much time, cause a lot of people die. Streets are the pews, and the music is my pulpit. Serve another God, that's you know, cause I'm already Jesus. 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 And I wanna give a shit. I'm already Jesus. I'm already Jesus. I'm already Jesus.
Okay, let's go. Let's see you with the point. But I'm just fighting like the joint. Talking drugs, talking about your life. Shine so bright, let them see the light. I'm radically defined, and I'm branching from the vibe. Bumping Jesus in my sneakers, I'm ashamed. All the time, I live, I eat, I breathe, I speak, I move because my God creator, love will provide and protect that He is love. So don't think that you can try me, cause I'm filled with empathy. In your face, I may be small, but in the spirit, I'm a beast. I'm a beast, I'm a beast, and I do my own stunts. Repping all day, Jesus, and I ain't taking lunch. I'm a
which means I'm bringing Christ every time I step to the mic. We just playing, no we didn't. Oh yes I did, it ain't a silly posturepedic, so don't sleep on this kid. You should respect what I did. I brought healing to the hood. Mom, dad, sister, brother, everybody feeling good. See, Jesus was the only thing everybody needed. I couldn't reach them all, oh well, so be it. We about to take the city for the kingdom, best believe that. I got the victory and they ain't even need a rematch. Hatred, you can keep that. Envy, I don't need that. And to my critics, I can care less about your feedback. Take the city, 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 to all my people out there that's trying to be a part of it, get the messenger album, put this in your starter kit, go grab the word of God, make sure you follow it, then watch Jesus put you on the full scholarship. After that it won't be long before you have a changed mind, trying to find a flaw in this game you just can't find. He's the reason why I praise and worship at the same time. So when I throw my hands up, I ain't throwing gang signs. I'm watching for the devil, cause he offered me a gold medal, offered me the opportunity to make more cheddar, but I walked away. I must admit the dude is so clever. I ain't selling out, but now this Negro ought to know better. He can keep the gold medal for the gold diggers. You got to give me more than that for me to work with you. What Christ gave to me was that one hit of quitters. He gave his life, so that makes him the highest bidder. Take the city, 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 ladies, spell it out for your man, it's the takeover. I got my makeup kit, cause it's time for a makeover. Wash it white as snow, white like baking soda. Now keep that in your head like your grandma. My hair rolling, rise and salute. He's the king of all kings. He died so heaven wouldn't never cost a thing. He make my job easy, see it's simple and it's plain. I represent the one that had redemption in his name. Safety ain't an issue cause I'm covered by the blood. I'm covered like an extra medium coat, kinda snug. You know it ain't no love like the love from above. So when I'm rapping, let's just say I'm spreading the love. Make sure you're listening, take heed to this rhyme, homie. Forget, check it in, it's time to get in line, homie. The devil can't stop me cause I'm too high, homie. I'm the Reggie Bush of the game. He got to keep it high. Take the city.
Everybody is a rapper, 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 a rapper, 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 a rapper, 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 rapper. Everybody is a rapper, 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 a rapper, 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 a rapper, 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 a rapper, 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 rapper. Man, if you take a look around, you would notice, cause it's very plain to see. Everybody is a rapper, it's like it's the thing to be. Everybody got a studio, making beats and producing. Figure only way to make it big, rap is the solution. Man. Almost every single video that we see come across as if it's the loudest thing on TV. But they only setting traps, don't want you to be free. I ain't trying to be like you, it's hard enough being me. You never see me frontin' like them internet goons, flossing just to sell my music on internet tunes. Cut it, keep it real, and I hope you can respect it, man. Also, quit living dyslexic, don't be trying to grab the mic. If this ain't something you love, music's wrapped up in my life. This ain't just something I does. If you wanna be a rapper, all I say is keep it true and just remember it's a million like you. Everybody is a rapper, 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 a rapper, 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 a rapper, 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 a rapper, 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 rapper. Everybody is a rapper, 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 a rapper, 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 a rapper, 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 a rapper, 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 rapper. about your dreams, but just let me warn you, this business ain't always what it seems. Couple people in your ear saying you can flow. Now you think it's gonna be easy. Drop a song, do a show and blow. No, first of all, make sure this is what you called to do. Second, speak light for all the fans who are following you. Get your own identity. Don't be like the industry. Get some understanding how to be about your ministry. Staying in this game can be a difficult task. That's why a big percentage of these artists don't last. It's way more to it. It ain't that simple. It's like 10% talent and 90% mental. You gotta put in work. See, God is my advice. Cause to even scratch the surface, it's gonna take some sacrifice. A lot of dedication is something you gotta show. That's entertainment. For show it don't. Everybody is a ready, right up. See straight, big R. Our Chase's entertainment. Hey. Now I know I'm not a DJ, but I had to come and set the record straight. It's been people doing this for years, never caught a break. Man, best believe it's gonna be plenty rappers who gon' kill the microphone, but ain't no guarantee they get a deal. See, for real, I've been your soul. Now if you get to see the fame, then you gotta understand that the life is in everything that you say. Everybody is only a liar if I said it never got broke. The main thing that keep your boy pursuing my goals is knowing music is an outlet to renewing your soul. Now if you get to see the fame and the fortune, as long as you can keep in mind what's important. A lot of times we just wanna reap the benefits, but you don't know how long them days and nights finna get. Cause the road to success is far and in between. All you wanna do is ride clean in the limousine. You can live lavish, but you gotta understand that the life is in everything that you saying. Everybody is a
You're in the mix with DJ Jesus Beats, Beaufort, South Carolina's #1 gospel DJ.
I'm flexing on like I live weights. My faith proactive, put it all in your face. We squad up deep on a mission, only do this. My tribe is on the quest, we in your ear like a Q-tip in your hood. Bet they know me where they got shooters like Kobe. Had a combo with the king, he said my sons need to know me. See my brothers in the gutter, they need truth and I can't vacate. Plus Christ, he changed my life when it was ugly like Shanae. Only need a 116 when I come clean. You can know P, about to make a scene, but of course we international. Like Mexico, I hear them sing. Uno, seis. Please don't get up in my way. When I get off in the zone like a cannon, I'ma spray. Bow, died on the cross with thorns in his head. Waiting for the Lord, I've probably been dead. So we get loud, you can hear now, kinda like why when you see the blood that was shed. We on our grind, no sleep like insomnia acts. You looking for us, you know where we at.
All I need is 116 to remix this for the king. Romans 1:16. We brag about him daily cause he runs this thing. Can I do it? Can I do it? Can I do it? Can I do it? Yeah, go in, go out. Let's say pimp the pen and then show off. See, send for me and they'll blow off all this troop is fit cause they so lost. Why this big shit cause they send shit. Bring the heat cause they in the flag. To make sure it's money just to bring them change. But they need to be remain so they'll never be the same. So I hit them with the knockout, lick them up the guy now. Get them with the block out, spit it like a walkout. Kick it like it's more time. Get it with my squad now. Send it to quit it, living for the Lord now. That's just the way it goes. That's since he came to rose, loving and living it way different than the way I was. Instead of being a criminal, the was to the animals he remained, forgave, and he did it with a minimal. Can I brag on my Lord? Oh yes, brag on my Lord. He's holiness, so cold with this. Matter of fact, man, you should grow with this. He made the world. You ain't heard, he made you too. Every boy and girl, I'm trying to help you get a clue. Guaranteed he's the reason that you made it through. Matter of fact, yeah, I know he is. I jump fly, no GQ. I'm sitting high, no PQ. Oh, I'm cold, no igloo. I'm right now since way back. This so true. We stick facts, no landmass. For the rest of my time on this rock, oh boy, you can bet I'll brag.
All I need is 116 to brag on my king. Romans 1:16.
116. We brag about him daily cause he run this thing. Can I do it? Yeah. I do it for the one that put me back where I'm supposed to be. When the world had me bound and chains up under lock and key. His spirit took control of me, and now it ain't no holding me. He molded me, this murder in the 3rd degree. He put my lights on, yeah, I got my brights on. Shining where it's pitch black, and they say that right's wrong. Homie say he's still young, thinking that his life's long. They hit him with that 4-5, and then my homie like gone. And so I'm pushing life just like it's rocked up. Reppin' for the king, homie, I'm rocked up. We worldwide, ain't no telling where we pop up. D up all you want, world peace couldn't stop us, and I ain't coming back. You can't never pull me down, baby. I'm very unashamed until I'm buried in the ground. And even in my death, I'm rising when that trumpet sound. Everybody looks up, it's about to go down. Let's go.
Now all I need is 116. Tell Smeagol that his precious shouldn't be the Lord's ring. K-I-N-G. Fuck what others bring. And if I don't make the cut, y'all know what that means. We be coming up with the brothers that hit him with the bang. Gotta call him to the father that I took a change. I'm looking for the shooters that coming up with the rumors, and they popping up little heretical rumors. And everybody know we split about the sinners that is coming around, looking around, Satan coming with the chick power. Community people living in unity, we living the men and women are following the new beginning. Started with the cross. Should I spit this slow? No. They don't wanna rumble with a couple of brothers who come in the color the city with the hook. Give me singing like Figaro, Figaro. Thinking about the sun above, coming like whoa. Keep it up like a Figaro, Figaro. Caught up in the paint in the face like whoa. You're gonna learn today that the son up in the heaven and a little bitty baby in a manger. Reckon to amazing grace. He's showing his poker face. No such thing as overrate. He's king, no negotiating. He's overweight. Been fat, full of money. He commands no lowercase and had to get him.
All I need is 116 to brag on my king. Romans 116. We brag about him daily cause he runs this thing. Can I do it? Let's go. Can I do it? Let's go. I don't spit it how I used to spit it. And I admit it. Yeah, it's not to try and impress the critics. I did it because my heart is different. Heart conditions, switching lanes. The grace of God can change a rapper. No name rappers, famous rappers, amateurs, your favorite rapper. Anybody out there can get it. There's no limit when it comes to the one. True and living God who sent his son. He said it was finished, the mission was done. That was our sin till he came and died for. The name above all names became a curse on the cross to take our shame. The blameless one took our blame. Christian rapper, gospel rapper. At the end of the day, if a rapper is saved, then the raps that they say in the way that they live should be unashamed. It's a reaction to the compassion we receive when we believe these sowed the seeds. So now we put that faith in action. Give me 116 with a 116, and I do it like this when the beat hits. I'm broken, but he's the fix. I know I'm not perfect, but Jesus is. So he is my everything. Even when I fail, when I fall, when I trip, I get back up cause he forgives. So the gospel stays on my lips.
Amen. All I need is 16 bars to talk about money, women, and cars like a star. But if you know anything about us and who we are, you know we use our lyrics to represent for the Lord. Now, if you give me two, I'ma do what I got to do to represent the truth. No drugs in the trunk, no guns to shoot. Yeah, I rap but I live outside the booth, yeah. And if you let your boy get fro, I'ma tell a little more about the guy that I know. How he defeated his foes, beat tough like a pro. Put him in the grave for days, but he rose. Give me 8 out the gate, I'ma brag on my dread that I got it, how we made it. And they hated and the haters, but it's cool, we can make it with some aliens, strangers and places. 12 and get your swell. Tell a couple tales of why we said it to hell. Put the money on the bell, took nails on the wrist, never fail to resist the devil and all the tricks. Now I'm yelling 116. Glory to the king who redeemed my clique. 116's all I need to commit. Telling the whole world I'm convinced it's Jesus.
Give me another 16 to brag on my king. Romans 116. I still talk about him daily. He still run this thing. That let me do. Yes sir. Let me do. Yes sir. I get up on the mic and I spit that. Real niggas really wanna get that. Listen about the one I wanna lift that. My king, you don't really wanna miss that. He reigns, I'm here, so I sit back. See the game, get it neat, cause he did that. He don't need me, everything easy. When you out of roulette, you gotta believe me. I tell him, hold up, homie, you might really wanna slow. Homie, how much you don't really wanna roll up. Like what? We the best, even if King, hold on. No loose in my electric chain, on shotgun shots, can affect this air. Probably cause I'm connected there to the king on the throne, resurrected jail. Boy, they should get this clear. They really wanna test him, yeah. Trying to take none of this scale. It's bad, I'm trying to catch the air. No, you can't do that. I'm running to it. The truth that they just chasing after wind, baby. Yes, sir, they blew that, but I'm chasing after him, baby. I thought you knew that when they hear me singing hymns, they be like, where you see that? Like, why do you brag on your king instead of your bro today? Cause when I see him, I'm like cigarette smoke, blown away. they can hear the crash. No fear is in our sight, man, you can focus on my eyes. I ain't worried about a thing, we got hope you can't describe. It ain't because we perfect, we got motives since you died. Let's be open, we broken, we ain't posing in the skies. Our horses coated, falling like some snow up in the skies. If you know me, then you know I ain't got it clean fast. I had idols in my heart, hoping for that green cash. Instead of chasing treasure, I would chase obscene trash. Deserve to see grass, but he switched to scene fade. Can't find a way to get this out in words, other than to say that I don't get what I deserve. I'm so filthy, but seen is not guilty. I've seen, but I'm seen like I'm clean. What it is? Certain brothers said it's standing too high. I ain't stood up, but they want to have pit. I'm getting back. I tell them I ain't got no worry. I ain't worried about a thing. I ain't got no worry. I ain't worried about a thing. Certain brothers said it's standing too high. I ain't stood up, but they want to have pit. I'm getting back. I tell them I ain't got no worry. I ain't worried about a thing. I ain't got no worry. I ain't worried about a thing. Seen us on the black, but seen us in the stove. A click of us who chillin' at the cleanest with the clothes. Not the hattest with the cars, or meanest with the flows. But we smiling like we styling, cause he freed us from his blows. The Father hates sin, that's the thing that we chose. And yeah, that caused the problem, it's the cane that we oppose. We worked against some daily, which brought us to be exposed. The walls are rampant, unless we found a way to clean the stacks of clothes. Many of us tried, but we failed on the daily. Thought this show was crazy, thought that we could be better. But then I saw that my efforts couldn't save me. Because of all my dark nights, mine is Heath Ledger. Heard of a way to be acquitted of my crimes. Enter the new era that's been fitted on our minds. So I think it's really changed. We linking with a chain. We don't get what we deserve, it's really strange. Certain brothers said it's finished too hot. I ain't stood up, but they want to have pit. I'm getting back. I tell them I ain't got no worry. I ain't worried about a thing. I ain't got no worry. I ain't worried about a thing. Certain brothers said it's finished too hot. I ain't stood up, but they want to have pit. I'm getting back. I tell them I ain't got no worry. I ain't worried about a thing. I ain't got no worry. I ain't worried about a thing. So when this life is over, no hell we tell them hold up. No burdens on our backs, we brush the dirt off of our shoulders. Look, I know what we saying, standing backwards like we Yoda. But I praise him for the gospel and the fact we got exposure. They staggering, we roll the straight and narrow cause we sober. We wrestling to the kingdom by the power of Jehovah. And again, I can't find a way to get this out in rhymes, other than to say the Lord, I got it paid to find. Certain brothers said it's finished too hot. I ain't stood up, but they want to have pit. I'm getting back. I tell them I ain't got no worry. I ain't worried about a thing. I ain't got no worry. I ain't worried about a thing. Certain brothers said it's finished too hot. I ain't stood up, but they want to have pit. I'm getting back. I tell them I ain't got no worry. I ain't worried about a thing. I ain't got no worry. I ain't worried about a thing.
Body in the trunk of an 06 Chevy Impala. I got a fat bag in the backseat, cause I'm a young boy, about to be proud. Keep hiding and making noise. Stay calm, keep my paws. Watch my speed, use my signals, riding around my city. No, I said, so probably gon' try to beg and plead. Everything he said to you, he just said to me. And the seconds before he speaks, it's gonna be uncovered. Trust him and let him free. I done heard every inch of the story before. Won't give him the flip, we need to get him the dough. I'm setting everything down before it even get started. No river error inside of this margin. Talking coffins, when the pastor opened his sermon, we dilly departed. Black suits and floor arrangements, no, please, I won't entertain it. You making it worse, I know this gon' hurt, but you killing yourself anyway. Anyway, you be right back, boy, covered by mercy, covered by grace. I'm guilty of sin, murderer, arrogance, I'm guilty of sin, full of lust, full of pride, I'm guilty of sin, but I'm from Texas, boy, you through rejection, boy, death, I'm slicing at my flesh daily, death, I'm slicing at my flesh daily, death, I'm slicing at my flesh daily, I'm from Texas, boy, you through rejection, boy. You hear that banging on my trunk, like I turned the 808 up. Every time I stop, I slow it down, gotta turn the thing back up. Pop the bone and find a cut so I can get this thing over. Before I could though, the popo done pull me over. No need for no gun, son, I ain't tryna hurt nobody. I got calls who ride around my city with a body. With a body, that's so crazy where you get that story from. When your car off with your trunk, it's still beating like a drum. Well, I'ma go ahead and I'ma come clean, I ain't gon' tell no lie. I've been out the cuz for a long time, but this time he gon' die. That boy there in the trunk, at the least, he's a liar. If you knew the things he's done, you'd help me set this store on fire. If he had his way, I'd be modded out on me in the strip club.
Donald Trump.
I'm a thief, liar, I'm guilty of sin. Murderer, arrogance, I'm guilty of sin. Full of lust, full of pride, I'm guilty of sin. But I'm from Texas, boy. You from Texas, boy. Death, downsizing at my flesh daily. Death, downsizing at my flesh daily. Downsizing at my flesh daily. I'm from Texas, boy. You from Texas, boy. Had to murder myself to have a chance at living this life I'm living is killing me. It's fingers on the trigger. What's my problems with some liquor? Blowing pain about a swisher. Took a walk between myself and Satan sitting in the middle. Don't really get no thriller. Couple teardrops turned into a river. Had to cry Indian Ocean. All feelings and weak emotion. What it really mean if I ain't trying to see change in me? Told my partner at 16 chill cause it ain't no change in me. Jesus, what a difference a day make. How about what a difference 7 years make in this case? See, we couldn't change ourselves, we needed something greater. If we coulda, we woulda, we didn't, we needed a savior. It's all on the table, sins and iniquities. I'm a liar, I'm a cheater, I'm a thief. But he carried the cross for Calvary here. He got me shining, just like my brother's bottom grill. I'm a thief, liar, I'm guilty of sin. Murderer, arrogance, I'm guilty of sin. Full of lust, full of pride, I'm guilty of sin. But I'm from Texas, boy. You from Texas, boy. Downsizing at my flesh daily. Downsizing at my flesh daily. Downsizing at my flesh daily. I'm from Texas, boy. You from Texas, boy. Get him out.
How can he be magnified? The flesh takes over I. Why? Say that I be super fly if I lack power and I can fly. Please accept that it may good itself is good for you. Lies. One thing I know. The Holy Ghost. He always show me when I have no way to go. I did it my way, and it brought me sin and it brought me death and a whole lot of trouble. Yeah, thought I knew, but I had a lot of bust bubbles. Flesh need a funeral. Thank God that I was baptized. When Jesus died, my flesh died. But the road is wide that leads me to destruction. The flesh has one function, to kill the spirit, man, there's no construction. To build myself up in my most holy faith. So into the flesh for showing it'll slowly take my mindset prisoner. Slave to my ways over God is bigger. Man, I need a flesh killer. Ain't nothing good coming. I need to put it on the cross. Flesh killer. I need a flesh killer. I need to put it on the cross. Since my Savior died for me, my flesh died too. If your flesh rise up, what you gon' do? I need a flesh killer. I need a flesh killer. I need to put it on the cross. I got my mind made up, so I'ma go to God on this one. Every time I ask a question, he say I know this one. Answer all my prayers according to all my desires, and I share the testimony. All can see like I'm a flyer, so you can say I'm wired and I'm amped on his holiness. I feel I have direction without interjection. I spoke too soon, question. I now have interjection. Lord, is this you testing me to keep my faith? Cause now I feel the same desires moving far away, but I'm trying to keep my patience, building up my faith. Be anxious not for nothing. Yeah, I know the word, but I'm anxious for this something. If I say no, I'm grunting, hurting. I feel no longer certain. Show me what you see, what should I have? Pull back the curtain. So much disappointed, but no, God, I'm not mad at you. It makes me ask the question if I see you. It's slowly he hold us down. Ain't
stood and did it on our own. This for my city, from St. Louis down to Mississippi. Every ghetto, every project, man, I know you feel me. We've been broke all our life, but we had love. We ain't had nothing to eat, man, we had us. We stood down together, we made it through that night. We a mama crying and praying to God, hoping that we change our life. And we praying for forgiveness, we need it cause we live that. Man, Jesus came and saved your boy in the project.
And it really don't matter no more. I bet they wonder why we love this way. We got the low, we can't be okay. I told them all my life before. And it really don't matter no more. I bet they wonder why we love this way. We got the low, we can't be. Yeah, shout it, hold it down. Hard road through the years and the stormy weather, but keep the faith, though. Good times won't last forever. I know it's hard, man, life can be a rocky road. I almost pulled away, but Jesus wouldn't let me go. And all those times, dog, I thought that I was all alone. Your footprints led the path, Lord, you kept it strong. And though I cheated you, God, you never given up. So we forgive them, Lord, cause you forgiven us. You love us so much, that's why we give it back. Cause hate can't drive our hate, only love do that. So when I look at my life, can't help but see the cross, see the sacrifice, see how you gave it all. So we gon' ride for one another, be everything we call to be and serve one another. So be encouraged when it seems like you can't take it. We got Jesus, dog, and promise we can make it. My life, and it really don't matter no more. I bet they wonder why we love this way. We got the low, we can't be okay. I told y'all all my life, and it really don't matter no more. I bet they wonder why we love this way. We got the low, we can't be. Yeah, shout it, he hold it down. Jesus Christ, forget it, and please. We're married to Christ, His great love is rich in His mercy. Sovereignly attain a victory. We're married to Christ, He lives forever and ever, ever. Will we live with Jesus for all eternity? We're married to Christ, you hear Him calling, you feel Him drawing. The bridegroom is coming for His sheep. We're married to Christ, and as I light this candle scented with the saints' aroma, the story starts out with a girl, her name was Gomer. She gave her body away, a faithful donor, stranger's owner, situated in a place where they could stone her. But it need to be satisfied, magnified, trapped inside. So every attractive guy passing by, she had to try. But in her darkness, deserving no favor, she was found by a man named Hosea. Just like Gomer, we take the bait of Satan's treasure. Self-absorbed, unfaithful, hedonistic people chasing pleasure. While this Hosea gives a scriptural description of a triune God's perfect picture of redemption. The father chose a bride, the son snatched her off the slave block. The spirit led her down the aisle saying, be afraid not. But Jesus at the altar, knowing we will run and cheat. Divorce is not an option, cause the faithful husband's married to Christ. Jesus Christ fulfilled the law perfectly. So of the law, we're a divorcee. We're married to Christ, His great love is rich in His mercy. Sovereignly attain the victory. We're married to Christ, He lives forever and ever, ever. Will we live with Jesus for all eternity? We're married to Christ, you hear Him calling, you feel Him drawing. The bridegroom is coming for His sheep. We're married to Christ. Through the Holy Spirit, it's in God's law we take delight. We know the letter kills, but the Son of God, He gives us life. We are His wife, and our relationship measures lifelong. Life in Him is sweet, even death can't break this very bond. We pursue obedience, submit to Him in everything. Yes, yes, no, if it's not for Christ, it's not for we. Adam's apple, why we died. Now the apple of His eye. Beneath an apple bum and apple bottom, she can take a high. Hey, although we died with Christ, through this Christ we have been raised. Now our living is for Christ. No issues when we die, it's gain. Those of you who find it strange, Christ can't marry a maid. The body of Christ is the church. The church is the wife of the King. He is risen, and He'll never die again. Our marriage is eternal. We can never die, my friend. Rejoice in Him, rejoice in life. Yeah, He has us, He holds us through sickness and health. We're married to Christ. Jesus Christ fulfilled the law perfectly. So of the law, we're a divorcee. so you can say we're married to Christ. See, this holy union is by grace through faith alone. You can't earn or divorce it, but why would you? We're married to Christ. There is no man or no power that can stop this holy marriage between you and Christ. And that's the good thing. We're married to Christ. Like in any pure marriage, the bride and bridegroom are become one. This bride is the Christian body as a whole, inclusive of all believers in Christ. So if you're a believer, you are the church, which is Christ's bride, and for whom he died and defeated death for. So if he was raised, you'll rise. If he lives eternally, you'll live eternally. And if he rests, then one day we'll also rest in him. This is our great privilege and the reason why we sing. We're married to Christ.
I've been in the gym, I'm never playing by the fans. Never doing them, I don't even know who they is. I don't wanna miss, so I keep shooting for the hill. I've been in my job, he just told me go if I did. Yeah, I just got the call, yeah, it came from God. Ran into the law, grace cover all. Blood on my cloth, lamb dipped in sauce. We not taking off till we reach the loss. Yeah.
I've been giving all, everything I got. Yeah, it's getting tough, never giving up. Said I'm running every time, I'm going never stop. I've been standing up, round up applause.
Running big, yeah, we going right. We was wrong, now we knowing right. I've been where they never going by the hype. I've been going places, I'm the only light. I just be grinding out, get to the bliss. Yeah, ain't gotta guess where we at, cause we all in your section. Yeah.
Hit the corner, let's go. Where you? Good things in the world. Where you? Been putting in work. Where you? When I pull up, everybody be like where you been? Like where you been? Like where you been? Like where you been? Where you?
I ain't even got an answer. I ain't leave, I've been only going here. Me stop, man, it really ain't a chance. Time pass, I've been only going can. Everybody say God dry, list, you gotta pay for gas. God first, even though still last. Dark times good coming by the flash. You just in the way. I've been hearing they really force it back in the day. Still got grace, still on pace. Yeah, even though we've been knocked down, but I still got faith. Yeah. I've been hanging with the game chain. They in front like Lisa. Man, he got us from all ages. We can call down 100 angels. Been rub up, go hard. They hate me, we ain't ball. Y'all team no starter. Catch me on the sideline, Chris Carter. This ball, cause we ready for war. We really gotta go. Been putting in work, man. Got the evidence to show. I just been grinding, I get to the bless. Ain't gotta guess who we at, cause we all in your section. Mission.
Hit the corner, let's go. Where you? Good things in the world. Where you? Been putting in work. Where you? When I pull up, everybody be like where you been? Like where you been? Like where you been?
I've been in the gym, I'm never playing by the fans. Never doing them, I don't even know who they is. I don't wanna miss, so I keep shooting for the hill. I've been in my job, he just told me go if I did. I just got the call, yeah, it came from God. Ran into the law, grace cover all. Blood on my cloth, lamb did the sauce. We not taking off till we reach the loss. Yeah.
Hit the corner, let's go.
You're the one I need with me, and I always stick to you, and I love you through and through. Without you, I'm nothing. Without you, you're the one I need.
conversation. Know you had the stars created, how amazing that you want his heart relation. Spark the flame and call my name, gave the light and calm with all the darkness raging. This mind constant racing, but you're defined with the conservation. How you keep it, when I drop the ball, I ain't decent. And you block them all, you're my defense. No, you're not appalled when I speak with me in the parts that are deepest. Meeting with power, my weakness. Sins of race, I beat the case. You're rich in my scars and my secrets, all in an instant. When I think about you, I'll sink without you. Wanna hold your hands, got an ink and tattoo. Stroll the land that was thinking of you. Till it's forever and never a day. No one can sever you, conquer the grave. We're rolling together, cause no one is better. The hope and the treasure I got it is safe.
Without you.
Trust you every day, but it gets so hard to keep it all moving. Sometimes I feel like I'm losing my grip on God. I'm tired of living like my faith ain't strong enough. I'm tired of living like my faith ain't strong enough. I'm tired of living like I'm scared of what's coming around the corner. Tired of living weak when I know that I'm stronger. Tired of living like my faith ain't strong enough. I wanna spread my wings, but I worry too much about what people think. Oh God, will I flourish or will I sink? But I believe it doesn't match up with what's bothering me. It's written in your word, you got my needs. But I know I'm not supposed to feel this way. I know that I'm supposed to trust you every day. But it gets so hard to keep it all moving. Sometimes I feel like I'm losing my grip on God. I'm tired of living like my faith ain't strong enough. I'm tired of living like my faith ain't strong enough. I'm tired of living like I'm scared of what's coming around the corner. Tired of living weak when I know that I'm stronger. Tired of like my faith ain't strong enough. If I never see it before I see it, I never will see it at all. Open my eyes, Lord, to your power. Strengthen my faith. Build it so that I won't be tired of living like my faith ain't strong enough. I don't wanna be doubting you, Lord. I don't wanna be loose. I'm tired of living like my faith ain't strong enough. Don't wanna forget about who you are as my Father. Tired of living like I'm scared of what's coming around the corner. Tired of living weak when I know that I'm strong. Tired of living like my faith ain't strong enough. So tired of
season with the hot tracks from Lecrae, Dietrich Hat, Dima, Mary, 2103, Flame, and many more.
Since day one, it's been you and me, yeah, baby, no one. I said no one, yeah, can't replace the beat you placed in my heart. My love for you is crazy, where do I start? You're my A1, baby, help me conquer things when I'm not ready. You're my rock when I don't feel steady. Hold us down, yeah, you love me, you're my king. My heart will never be the same as you and me. Who knew it would be me and you? I found someone whose love is true. Your love is like who knew it would be me and you? I found someone whose love is true. These years have tried us, shed a million billion tears, baby, that made us stronger than we were before. Nothing can hold us down no more. It's me and you and God, the one who restores. You're my family man, my king, you're my best friend. You're my rock when I don't feel steady. Hold us down, yeah, you love me, you're my king. My heart will never be the same as you and me. Who knew it would be me and you? I found someone whose love is true. Your love is like who knew it would be me and you? I found someone whose love is true.
You're listening to the DJ Jesus Beats Show, where Christian hip hop and urban gospel connect to bring you ministry.
You're inside the DJ JesusBeats Show right here on WKWQ 100.7 FM and also on Hot316Radio.com. Number one for Christian hip hop and R&B. Man, I tell you what, I was just in the zone. Shout out goes to Lucas MG, man, checking in, man. That's a loyal fan right there. And let's see who else was checking in. Adrian, all right here from Buford, and her husband, Music Box, and just so many people checking in, man. And we're just, just enjoying this groove I went into, man. I had to go in that zone because, and it all started with that artist, with the song titled Scoot, Scoot, Scoot. And I feel like, when you're riding in town, I know the song was like a testimony, but I feel like when I'm riding next to the police, I'm going scoot, 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 scoot. I'm going to scoot my little tail over to the side and make sure I don't get no ticket. But, I just had to take you guys on a little ride, man. So I played some Reconcile Thistle. I had to go back to Tripoli. And the reason why I went on that journey with y'all, if you rode with me a little bit on that, why I went into that southern crunk style of hip-hop, Christian hip-hop, is because that was the time when Christian rappers were really bold about sharing the gospel. They were bold about sharing their testimonies. People like Reconcile, who came from South Florida and then moved to Houston, Texas, and he was in that dope game. He was in that street life. People like Thizzle who grew up and lived in Houston. I mean, not in Houston, St. Louis, and seen, firsthand what it's like, and actually was shot. He got shot. He was robbed, and a young teen shot him, and he had to, return fire, and he recovered from his injuries. And this was young teens. I remember Flame, Thizzle, and I think it was Flame, Thizzle. I forgot. I want to say the truth, but I can't remember who it was. It was all three of them were in St. Louis, because Thizzle's originally from I think he's from Memphis, but from St. Louis also. And they were robbed at gunpoint many years ago, man. They were robbed at gunpoint, and just the mere fact that these brothers were out in the streets, in those dangerous streets of St. Louis, trying to preach the gospel and getting robbed at gunpoint, and their lives were spared. So these things that we see, the music I was playing tonight, God really wanted me to show how much I'm passionate about Christian hip hop, but I need to dig into the crates and really encourage the artists out there in the Christian hip hop, holy hip hop, or whatever world you want to call it, but in the Christian hip hop community, to really encourage you that your music, no matter how old it is, a lot of those songs I played were almost 12 to 15 years old, but a lot of those songs are more powerful than the new music that's dropping today. And that speaks highly of what we have to do. We have to get back into the groove of discipleship and everything else. But before I get into all that, I want to play this from Show Baraka. This video from Show Baraka. So you guys listening, and you're gonna hear the audio side of it. But I want you to hear what Show Baraka says. This is what I was confirming. Now, some of the things, he's got a top 10 list. So we'll listen to it, and then I'll break it down a little bit. Some things I might, whatever he says, I'll show my side of it. But I want you to take a listen to it, because it's actually profound. All right. So here's what Show Baraka, who formerly used to be with Reach Records, and he's an independent artist, had to say about 10 things that will make Christian hip hop better. Check it out right here inside the DJ JesusBeats Show.
Christian hip hop is losing its mind. And before I start, I just want to give a disclaimer. This is not some sort of subtle diss or ambiguous attack at any one artist. This is a very overt attack and a very overt chastising of your favorite artist in a genre that has so much promise, okay? I believe that I have 10 things that will make CHH better. And I wish I would have considered a lot of these things when I was at the peak of my career. What am I talking about? I'm still at the peak, baby. First thing we got to do is we got to bring Jesus back into this thing. I don't know what happened to Jesus and why he got kicked out of his own genre, but we have to allow him back in, okay? Because I know some of you have evolved so much, and you're so smart. Just keep evolving, okay? Secondly, English lessons. We need them. It's very important for the skill. Okay, we need to teach these rappers about metaphors, double entendres, motif, alliteration. It's seriously saddening, the scarcity of sophistication that I witness in these songs. Number 3, we got to stop caring about mainstream publications and mainstream attention. They don't care about you. Just be you. Don't be you, because some of y'all need to change. But be the sanctified you. Okay, that's where we'll land. Number 4 is really important. I'm gonna need everybody to get off social media. If you're posting once a day, you're doing way too much. Okay, see, the more we hear from you, the less I'm interested in who you are, and the less I like you. Because sometimes anonymity is your best attribute. Within the authority that I have, I am going to add to the canon a 10th fruit of the Spirit, and that is to shut your mouth. Number 5. I'm instituting hip-hop chapters across the nation, like a union where you pay your dues and you have to connect with people in person. You need to be close enough to someone in community that they can slap you, because some of y'all need to be slapped for some of the things y'all say and do, because this virtual connection is just not getting it, okay? What happened to the love for the conferences, right? The legacies, the crossovers. Even bring back the Holy Hip Hop Awards. Don't keep the name, change the name, but bring that back. Number 6. Before you get a record deal, you must go through the following process. We have to get you counseling We got to catch that trauma before you start trying to process it in front of hundreds of thousands of people. We just don't need you to publicly be processing your pain and your trauma. It's not good. It's not a good look. Number 7, we must allow the genre to grow with its audience. And I'm not just saying that because I'm an old head, but I don't have 20-year-old problems anymore. And if you're over 35 and you're still rapping like you're a teenager, slow down, Peter Pan. All right, but also if you're an old head, you gotta make good music, okay? It's like sports with old people. You know, when you were young in your 20s, you can go out and you can just hoop, and you don't even need to warm up. You don't need to stretch or nothing. You can just play 5 times a week. But when you're old, you just can't. You can't play 5. You can only play once a week, and you also definitely have to stretch. And similarly with music, some of y'all, before you get out there and you just make an album, stretch. Just stretch for a long time. Number 8, we need to know what church you're attending, and I need to see your attendance record, right? Don't be speaking on the behalf of people you don't like or connect with, okay? I just imagine a student being like, you know, Show Baraka's my professor. And I'm like, sir, you never come to class. You ain't my student. You're just quoting words, beloved. Number 9, if you've only read one book, do not do interviews or a podcast, because we just don't need your opinion right now. You know what I'm saying? This is a whole lot. A lot of people are talking right now. All right, and lastly, number 10, and very important, if you're a black artist, for every Creation Fest or CCM tour you do, you're indebted to do at least 5 Missionary Baptist churches, 2 Kojic churches, or you could just do 1 Church of God. This is the way I have spoken. This is my objective list on what would make CHH better, okay? And I'm making a list for pastors next, okay? You all acting like y'all like each other, but then talk about each other behind your back, righteous men. And, well, depending if you Southern Baptists is just men. If there's other folks, it may be women too.
Well, there you have it right there. That was Show Baraka sharing his top 10 on how Christian hip-hop could be better, you know, and so 10 things that will make Christian hip-hop better. And so I was listening to it, and I want to hear your opinions on here in social media world, if you would like to share your opinions. And I had a couple people already share this, but I'm going to wait for them in a few minutes here. But I'm going to share you what I picked up right here inside the DJ JesusBeats Show. But let's get into this song right here from Kirk Franklin, Love Theory. And we'll be right back with my top 10 and what I confirmed with what Show Baraka said right inside the DJ JesusBeats Show on WKWQ 100.7 FM.
How can it be that you love the most unlovable part of me? How could you see your life was the only gift I'll ever need to be free? It's amazing with you. I win even if I lose. Everything's working for my good for always. Come on. He saves the day. He will come through. He won't allow, that's not what superheroes do. Hallelujah. No greater love makes my heart beat. All I wanna do is make you proud of me.
That's why
I don't wanna love nobody but you. I don't wanna love nobody but you. I don't wanna love nobody but you.
Let's go.
How can it be? Every one of my secrets got you keep.
You cover me.
You cover me.
I appreciate it.
A mystery.
It's amazing how
Your patience with me, God will never leave.
you don't give up on me.
Don't ever leave.
Help me.
Help me to see like you. No matter what I go through,
Hey.
everything's working for my good for a way.
Let me tell you what he does.
He saves the day.
And he
He
will.
will come through.
Hallelujah.
He won't allow, that's not what superheroes do.
Not a real superhero.
No greater love
loving you will be the death of me. It sounds crazy, don't it? Hey. That's how it's supposed to be. Let me tell you what it means. More or less of me. That's why. I don't wanna love nobody but you. I don't wanna love nobody but you. Father. I don't wanna love nobody but you. I really mean it this time. I don't wanna love nobody but you. Jesus. I don't wanna love nobody but you. I don't wanna love nobody but you. Let me tell you what it does. He saves the day. Come on. He will come through. People let you down, but he won't. That's not what superheroes do. See, I will never find no greater love. A love like this makes my heart beat forever and a day. All I wanna do is make you proud. Let me say it again. He saves the day. He will come through. It feels so good. He won't know. That's not what superheroes do. Yes, no greater love. Hallelujah. Makes my heart beat for the rest of my life. All I wanna do is make you proud of me. Everybody sing. I don't wanna love nobody but you. I don't wanna love nobody but you. I don't wanna love nobody but you. You're the savior. I don't wanna love nobody but you. I don't wanna love nobody but you. I don't wanna love nobody but you.
All right. That is Kirk Franklin. The song is titled Love Theory right here inside the DJ JesusBeats Show. Oh, great song, man. Love that song, man. We all got to show love to everybody. And I'm showing love to you guys right now inside of here, the DJ Jesus and this show right here. And listen, I got not that long left on the show, but I want to just share this with you guys. We just heard just a few minutes ago, Sho Baraka, who is a Christian rapper, share his top 10 list of 10 things that would make Christian hip hop better. And he started off at number 1 was bring Jesus. I am Jesus. You got to bring Jesus back into the music. And I am 100%. This is like the number 1 thing that I love the most because it is number 1. You have to, I'm encouraging artists to bring Jesus back into the music. For so long, we have been so saturated with thinking that Jesus is not the main issue, or that I don't know if your artists are so ashamed to bring Jesus into the music anymore, because Jesus is the reason why we are doing this. And so I'm encouraging every artist out there to always look at your music and sit down and say, you know what? If your music is mostly talking about things that don't matter to us, things that just, it's the oversaturation of just watered down music, then it's time to bring Jesus back into the forefront, because we need Jesus. We definitely need Jesus in your music. And here's the thing, when I break this down, and some of it, like I wrote down these notes for what Sho Baraka was saying, but I'm going to clear, some things I'm going to clear from what I believe that is the main focal point, what he's saying also. So like that first one, bring the gospel and Jesus back into the music. For so long, we have had artists who have just watered down their music. And that's why I've been playing a lot of older music on this radio show, because a lot of artists that are coming out with new music, you guys are not sounding doctrinally sound anymore. And what I mean is, like, I'm not talking about you got to sound like a pastor, but you at least need to sound like you're actually talking about Jesus Christ in your music. So a lot of it is just sounding like secular, worldly, watered down, clean music. That's what it sounds like to me. And I know I'm in my 40s. I'm 46. But I have a passion for the ear of music and hip hop and Christian hip hop and everything else. And I just want the artists to bring back the real true gospel. Sometimes when I'm riding down, here on Robert Smalls Parkway, or if I'm, going to the stores or somewhere where I'm going in my vehicle, I want to bump Jesus so hard. And I want them to understand and know that the context of the music that I'm playing is Christian hip hop music. I don't want them to think that I'm just playing something that they hear on the mainstream radio right now. And but unfortunately, a lot of the artists that's coming out with music right now, you guys are not sounding like as if you are Christian artists. You're just sounding like, well, you sound like an inspirational person, but you're not really talking about Jesus. So let's go into the number two tip. He said is English and proper grammar. And I agree with him on this one too, because your words, artists, you got to start using your words. Your words mean power, and what you say can either be interpreted the right way or can be misinterpreted for the wrong reasons. And so a lot of times, I know the younger artists, you guys are using a lot of slang, you're using a lot of dialect, and you're using a lot of code words that you would use, or metaphors or punchlines and stuff. But at least you got to learn how to get your rhyme flows much better and much tighter. So this is where you're going to need the help with some of the seasoned artists out there to teach you. Are you really saying what you're really saying? Is your words coming off properly? Some of you have probably graduated from high school, and some of you probably barely graduated high school, but you're not really sounding really clear in your music. So that's one thing I always had to do. And that's why I always ask for lyric sheets from every artist so I can be able to read it, because sometimes you guys say some words and I don't know what you just said. So I got to find out what context you're saying it. So proper English and grammar is the most important thing. And I think it's a great tip that he shared. The next tip he shared was remove mainstream distractions. So he's just talking about getting away from the mainstream media. And I got to agree with him on this one. He's on fire. He's on fire with his tips, because I didn't really cover that, but I'm gonna tell you why this is very important also. You got to remove Christian artists and people in Christian hip hop. You got to remove yourselves from the mainstream media so much. I think a lot of you are listening to too much secular music, and you're trying to get ideas from what the secular artists are doing. So, you're getting from these ratchet artists who may be good people in real life, but they're doing ratchet music. And you listen to it so much that you're trying to sound just like what they are, you're trying to imitate what they're doing. And you think that that's going to be effective if you imitate the same styles. A lot of y'all are sounding like Drake too much. And I think you need to stop listening to Drake music, because Drake is going to put you down. And like I said, I'm not really here to talk bad about secular artists, but I'm just saying, if you listen to what Drake is saying, he's always talking about what girl he's going to mess with. And, it really don't make no sense. He's just like a grown man that keeps talking about the same stuff. 90% of hip hop music today has nothing to do with educating your mind. It's more about how we can poison your mind, because the Jewish people, the Jews in the music industry and the entertainment industry is ran by Jewish people. And the Jewish people, those Jews who are dirty, greedy about money, they are coaching the record labels, and they're coaching these independent artists that in order for your music to be at the number one spot, or your music to resonate where you can make thousands and millions of dollars to your audience, you have to dumb your music down and you have to degrade yourself. If you're a female artist, you got to talk about your body. You got to display your body. You got to show your body in the most, nastiest way. And if you're a male artist, you got to talk about your genitalia, and you got to talk about how much money you're going to get. You got to talk about how you're going to kill somebody. You got to talk about how much drugs you're going to do. And this was just exposed recently that Nicki Minaj did an interview, and she said that the artist Future, he told her to her face that everything that he was saying in his music, because he was a popular artist at the time, it was all false. He doesn't live that lifestyle. He doesn't sell drugs. He doesn't even smoke drugs. He doesn't do all these things, but he says in his music because he said that's what they told him to do, and he was making millions of dollars off of that. And that's why the young people who listen to those styles of music, they might listen to the beat, but then after a while, the lyrics start manifesting in them, and these young people start carrying out the same stuff that he was talking about doing, which he never did. He never killed nobody. He doesn't, he doesn't get high. He doesn't do all these things. He was saying, I don't do those things. I don't live that lifestyle. But it's because it's a lucrative business, and you got the Jewish people in the music industry telling you that in order for you to be successful, you got to talk bad about your own race of people. They listen to that. So let's go on to the next one. All right. So remove yourself from the mainstream distractions out there. Sometimes you need to just get into the word a lot more. So number 4, he says less posting on social media. All right. And his example, he says, like, if you're posting once every day, he said that's pretty much a big distraction, that you're doing too much. Now, this is where I will say like this. I understand where he's coming from on that one. I respectfully have to agree to disagree. It depends on what you're doing. I believe that artists should market themselves. You got to market yourself in every aspect. But I do understand what he's coming from, because a lot of the artists are wasting most of their time, 90% of their time, or at least about 85% of your time is geared to social media. And what he's saying is that a lot of you are not engaging with your audience outside of social media, meeting and greeting people. So I do agree with him on that part. So, I do believe that you can market yourself a lot better using social media, but you have to be strategic about it. And I think that too much social media makes you more of an inside person as an introvert when it's time to meet with people in real in person. The next one, number 5, he says he wants to that we need to create hip hop chapters and in-person accountability. Now, he said he wants to slap people, but it's just joking. But I do get what he's saying. Sometimes we do want to physically slap people in your face, because some of y'all are making some of the most serious mistakes that you can make in the industry. So, but I do believe that creating little chapters, hip hop chapters around the nation, around your region, that it forces you to have unions and get together and meet with other artists, and y'all can go over ideas and kind of help each other out. So I do agree with him on that one. That's pretty good. Number 6 talks about counseling. This is what I put in counseling, or what I call accountability. And this is very important, that I believe that, I like what Show Brock has said in his word, but I interpret it as counseling, holding each other accountability in Christian hip hop. This is going to make it better. We have a lot of artists out there who are just getting together doing music, but nobody is not doing accountability. And I remember going back to 2007, 2008, when I was around this area, where a lot of the Christian rappers here would have meetings and have Bible studies and sit down and go over the Word of God and fellowship and talk about life, talk about all these things. So I do believe that's good. Number 7, he says allow the genre to grow with the audience, and of course better music as an older audience. I agree with this one also. We got to allow this genre, Christian hip hop music, to grow with the audience. There's a lot of younger rappers who are still trying to learn themselves, and then you got a lot of older artists who are not doing the same thing. Let's see, who are not doing, they're talking too much. They just really they're putting too much of their personal trauma into the music, and they haven't even, you're still young, you haven't even learned how to grow from it. I remember the other day I watched this young this young female Christian rapper. I think she's from Los Angeles, and she's got all these reels, and she's doing these reels on her music and stuff. And she just got recently married to her husband. They're both 19 years old, and they're doing podcasts. And I just think that the thing about it, I don't really care for it too much, because I don't like when young people are trying to talk about relationships, and you're 19 years old. You haven't even experienced what life is like. So, and they just got they're newlyweds people. So for me personally, I agree with Show Baraka with this one, with the step number 4, that I believe that a lot of you young artists out there who are either dating or getting married, and you're doing Christian rap music or whatever type of music, stay off the social media and start talking about your life stuff too much, because you haven't even experienced what marriage is like. My wife just celebrated 15 years on August the 30th. So that's 15 years. We went through 15 years, and our marriage was not perfect. There was no bad things about it, but it's just not perfect, because we all go through good days, bad days as a married couple. But the one thing that we had to learn how to do was put ourselves 100, give 100% to each other, and not allow distractions to happen. So we don't, I don't put my wife out there on social media, and she don't put me out there too much, because we want to keep our lives sacred. So I think that's what I encourage a lot of you artists to do. Don't put too much of your private life out there on social media. All right. And then allow, even you talked about older artists, and number 7, better music for older artists. A lot of you guys who are doing music, I do get a lot of music from a lot of artists who happen to be a lot older than me. and your age in your music sounds exactly how you sound. So I don't want you sounding like the young teenagers, but I don't want you to sound like you're still in the 1990s and 1980s rapping. So you got to learn how to create a better sound, a better style for you that can resonate with both sides of the audience. But if you're still doing music that don't sound good, I'm not going to play it. So that's just how the way it goes. Number 8, know your church. Know your church, all right, that you're attending. That's what I put down for that one. And this is very important. A lot of you guys are not going to church. and it speaks in how your music sounds. You can tell that you're not in your word, and you're not reading the Bible. You're not fellowshipping in the church. You're not going under a pastor, because your music sounds exactly what we believe that you are. A lazy person who just watches YouTube videos all day, or just watching some random pastor, and you think that just by watching YouTube all day that you're going to grow in the word. That's not going to happen. You need a fellowship at a church, because that's going to allow you to have accountability. It's going to allow you to have somebody that's going to mentor to you and to minister to you, and that way you can learn how to fellowship. You learn how to be bold about sharing the gospel. A lot of you not doing that. All right, number 9. Showbrocker also said, kind of like books. He said if you're just reading one book, don't be going on no interviews and stuff, acting like you know everything. So what he's really trying to say is read more books. Challenge yourself. Reading is fundamental. So you can read a lot of ministry books out there. Find out what's the best books you can actually encounter with, along with the Bible. There are study Bibles. There's, a lot of Bibles or a lot of, books that you can also read that can also help, stimulate your mind to be a lot more driven focus on how you can deliver the word more effectively. So I encourage you to read a lot more books. Don't just go up there and try to do, and even, especially the ones who write a book and you want to interview immediately. Listen, no, you're going to have to write some more books, or just at least, write a book and let people get to gravitate towards your book. Because some of you just write books and you're all over the place in your book. So, I just encourage you to do that. And the last one, which he kind of said, if you're a black artist, black Christian rapper, whatever, and you're going to one of those non-denominational churches, to also focus on trying to go to, attend, and not, just attend as a guest, like some Kojic churches, some Baptist churches, and Pentecostal churches. Learn from different, denominations, so that way you can learn how to be more effective in your ministry and your gospel. So if you're just going to a one-sided church, like a non-denominational, like those CCM churches, you're only getting a one-sided view, and a lot of times they will, dilute your mind into believing that, you're too far right, conservative, or something like that. So just be careful. So my thing is, if you want to be a better artist, go out there and fellowship in other churches, learn from other different denominations, and build relationships with different pastors, and that's going to help you out. So that's just my take on those top 10 things that Show Bronca said. Great job what he did on it. All right. So listen, I got some more music right here for you guys, and then we're going to go ahead and wrap up the show for the night. But let's go ahead and get into some good music here. And let's see, I want to go into some Christian R&B still. So I like that R&B vibe a little bit. So let's go into oh, my voice is, let's go into this one from Latasha, formerly with the group Escape. This song is titled Afraid, inside the DJ JesusBeats Show on WKWQ 100.7 FM.
He's on your number one favorite station right here. It's DJ JesusBeats.
Why does everything feel like a lie? I've been feeling so broken inside, blaming everything on ones who tried to help me. Why, oh why is it so difficult not to hide things I wanna say instead of crying? I just need your help to prove that I won't die. I'm afraid to trust again. If you can, please hold my hand. I still want you, so don't move. 'Cause I can't live this life by myself. to trust again. I've been lost, so pull me in. I still need you, so don't move, cause I can't live this life by myself. Why couldn't you give me love? It got me feeling away. Cause I gave you more than enough, so I'm in my feelings today. I hate to choose between myself and loving you. Feel like it wasn't a friend when I really needed you though. Yeah. Fighting it on to the end, but keeping my enemies close. I'm confused by you. Is this wrong or something new? I'm afraid to trust again. If you can, please hold my hand. I still want you, so don't move. Cause I can't live this life by myself. No. I'm afraid to trust again. I've been lost, so pull me in. I still need you. I need you. So don't move. Cause I can't live this life by myself. I can't, no. Even if my friends turn their backs on me, I can't get love from my family. Not my sister, not my brother. Lord, I need you. I need you. Oh, speak on it, girl. Said I need you, Lord. You better speak on it, girl. I can't do this thing without you, Lord. No. I need you. I need you. I need you. I need you. I need you, girl. You're listening to the DJ JesusBeats Show. It's DJ JesusBeats on the radio. You're listening to the DJ JesusBeats Show. It's DJ JesusBeats on your radio.
Let me brag on Jesus, tell you just what he did. He came and died just so I could live. I heard you ask the question, the reason I sing. He heard my cry and he delivered me. He made a believer out of me. Nobody but Jesus. I'm a believer. He made a believer out of me. Nobody but Jesus. I'm a believer. The silver lining when my skies were gray. All the tears I've cried, he's wiped away. Just like everyone else, I still have ups and downs. Tell the world the treasure I have found.
Holy, holy, holy. Woo. Don't mistake the new me for the old me. It's that new edition, now you know me. Hold up, stop the music, that's for Kobe. Yeah, with the home team. Way make a grace, give a grace, save your pain, take it, give it to him. We gon' make it, everybody know it, let us see it, don't you? Ain't nobody like him. Lord, we need a fire, break the cycles in your family, causing problems ever since you touchdown. Yeah, feel go, feel good, don't it? Let the love of Jesus come down. Woo. We been going through some things, we pray he'll take away. Yeah. If you know my God, you know that he gon' make a way. Yeah, David to a Goliath, chop their head off of that giant, so defiant, so on fire, can't defeat him, can't deny him. He be making ways,
He be making ways for me. Nobody but Jesus.
There's been so many ways.
listening to the DJ Jesus Beats Radio Show on Hot 360 Radio and 100.7 WKWQ, Gullah People's Radio, your community radio station.
I close my eyes and imagine, what if that day never happened, and this time of the year wasn't tragic, giving me the chance to not have to refer to you in the past tense, or have to depend on memories to fill the gaps in. Took my time teaching you lessons that I was never taught, like no amount of money can make you secure, and discontentment breeds jealousy, so love yours. To be honest, it's an honor watching you mature. I remember your first crush, Tamika, had you stuck at a loss for words when you seen her. Heart shattered to pieces when she told you she was moving. The feeling was unfamiliar, Daddy had to walk you through it. Let you know it's okay for a man to show his emotions. Adjustment is something we just gotta learn to grow in. Experiences that I never told in the form of memories that I created to hold like it never happened. Like it never happened. Yeah. A reflection of me, but better. A constant reminder that fatherhood changed me forever. A man that's aware of his power can face whatever. So as the world turns, we turn these pages together. Life is filled with highs and lows, none of them last. A few gems I hope you putting in the stash. Remember the first time I let you drive, you almost crashed, cause you went to hit the brakes, but instead you hit the gas. My bad, I didn't mean to laugh. It's a learning process, I couldn't even be mad. I'm just here reminiscing as I sit across from an empty chair, wishing that you were here in these verses you hear wouldn't be fiction. Damn, your absence is something we wasn't meant to live in. I make space for the life that you live, the moments that we shared, the things that we did like it never happened. Like it never happened. Yeah.
Uncle Reese, worship mode. Satan comes like a thief in the night. Joy comes in the morning. Prayer really changes things, so I gotta stay on it. I drop down to my knees in a humble position. I need your grace right now, or I might start tripping. I'm casting my care and giving you my broken dreams. Now I'm focused on Jesus right now. I ain't worried about a thing. Let's worry about a thing. I'ma lift up Jesus' name. I ain't worried about a thing. No, I ain't worried about a thing. I'ma lift up Jesus' name. I ain't worried about a thing. Stay focused on the promise. Don't focus on the problem. Keep your eye on Jesus and don't worry about a thing. Stay focused on the promise. Don't focus on the problem. Keep your eye on Jesus and don't worry about a thing. Moving to the next season can be quite difficult. It's a temporary loan, not forever, but you still gotta let go. Allow God to heal your heart. He'll feel every voice. Find a quiet place and eliminate the noise. No matter what you're going through, no matter how bad it seems, stay focused on Jesus. You ain't gotta worry about a thing. I ain't worried about a thing. I'ma lift up Jesus' name. I ain't worried about a thing.
number one favorite station right here is DJ Jesus Beats.
This is the day that you can't get away. I've been waiting all day, love.
I've been waiting on you.
Waiting for your embrace, love.
Hello, love.
This is the day, love.
Everybody's searching for you.
Every breath that I breathe.
Everywhere there's pain, we've been missing you. We need you more than ever before. I know I do.
I didn't know much about love, the way it was supposed to be. I was born into a world so cold, but I forget. Many dark days, the times I felt betrayed by the ones that were supposed to love me. It's the only kind of love I know.
Truth is,
that's the reason why I love that's born to die. It's so hard to believe.
you didn't throw me away.
So maybe I'll take a chance and try love.
But promise me,
don't say goodbye, love.
Let's go.
This is your day, love.
Yeah.
This is the day that you can't get away. I've been waiting all day, love.
It's so good to see you.
Waiting for your embrace, love.
Hello, love.
This is the day, love. Every prayer that I pray, feelings I can't escape. It's so hard to explain, love.
You're like a mystery.
It's a beautiful day, love.
Yeah, talk to me.
Today's kind of love ain't the same kind of love. This one leaves you feeling empty.
You can keep that mid love.
I don't wanna be let down again. Been around the world and I know it's going crazy. I cried so many nights and I need someone to save me. No greater love or sacrifice.
Nothing like that.
Love on the cross, you paid the price.
Thank you.
That's why I trust you with my life. Can I take a chance and try love?
Please.
Don't say goodbye, love. This is your day, love. This is the day that you can't get away. I've been waiting all day, love.
I've been waiting my whole life.
Waiting for your embrace, love.
I'm not gonna let you go this time.
This is the day, love.
See, love isn't love
Every prayer that I pray, feelings I
until you give it away.
It's so hard to explain, love.
Find somebody
It's a beautiful day, love.
and love somebody. If I didn't get it right yesterday, he's giving me a chance to try love again. And even though life didn't start out easy, that's not the way it has to end. See, I learned love's not the enemy, but I had to look deep down within. For God so loved the world. Now, let's let real love begin.
Get out and touch somebody, love somebody, own somebody. Get out and touch somebody, love somebody, own somebody. Get out and touch somebody, love somebody, own somebody. Don't you know that you just may be the only Jesus that they see? Get out and touch somebody, love somebody, own somebody. Get out and touch somebody, love somebody, own somebody. Get out and touch somebody, love somebody, own somebody. Don't you know that you just may be the only Jesus that they see? Get out and touch somebody.
You're listening to the DJ JesusBeats Show. It's DJ JesusBeats on the radio. Oh, you're listening to the DJ JesusBeats Show. It's DJ JesusBeats on your radio. Oh.
Want to take WKWQ 100.7 with you on the go? Now you can by downloading the TuneIn Radio app in the Apple and Android market stores. Keep it locked on your community radio station. Gullah People's Radio, WKWQ 100.7 FM, the soul of the city.
Letting everyone know that this is Pastor Isaac Gordon III, letting everyone know that What the Word Say will be on the air second and fourth Saturdays at 8:30 a.m., where we go through the Word of God, line upon line, precept upon precept, learning how to apply the Word of God into our everyday lives. So tune into WKWQ 100.7 Gullah People's Radio, second and fourth Saturdays at 8:30 a.m. And remember, it's not what I say, it's not what you say, it's what the Word says.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Gullah People's Radio, WKWQ 100.7 FM, Beaufort, South Carolina.
Sing up,